walk these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising. If you try to win the battle to be who you are. I dance to the left, I dance to the right. Hold hands with my demons and creatures of night. On an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm back with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So will you take a little walk on the wild side? Be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right. Hold hands with my demons and creatures of night. On an undercover mission to find somebody else like me.
What's up? Stratford, Connecticut, in the house here with WPIG 1651. Rambo Bambo in the studio as always. Producer Chew over there in the producer chair. Rocking and rolling here on a Tuesday, 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's time to learn a little bit about the one, the only, the Schnozman in the house here. Our lore dive today will take us into the land of the Schnoz. Do we get any hole punch lore today? I don't even know, but it is definitely time, John Rambo, today. A few business-style announcements before we get going here. As you might have seen, gambling has changed, not in the amount you could... I've only made it better, okay? So look at this. Now when you gamble, instead of just saying win or loss, if you gamble, you roll a dice, a 100-sided dice, and you can get points in terms of how good your roll is, right? So if you get 100, that's a 5x. If you get 90 to 90, it's in the fucking command. So if you want to see the exact results, go there. There's one thing, though. If you roll a 0, that's negative 5x loss, okay? But still, the odds of winning are still the same, 50%. You can't go higher than that, or everyone would just win forever. 50% is the win rate. I've just made it more interactive and fun, okay? So check that out. Another thing, I have also introduced Prestige Pools. Prestige Pools are back. So Prestige Pools are available for anyone, not just members. Though it might be fine to be a member kind of style thing. But Prestige Pool is just Prestige Pool, and it'll happen after the King of the Rings pool happens here. So wait a second. And that's a casual racism series, the slave trade. Big ups Lem Fandango with the 5 bronze star casual racism series slave trade. Here comes the Prestige Pool here. Should actually. Let's see if it works. This is the WPIG. Yeah, this is the Prestige Pool. So what happens with the Prestige Pool? It costs 1 million coins. It's 1 million fucking coins, so don't fuck around. And it guarantees you a foil and a 6-star, okay? So guaranteed foil, guaranteed 6-star. That more than 100x's your chances of pulling the 6 Gout Crystal foil Hogan, okay? So that more than 100 times increases your chances. That's why it costs 1 million coins. I can't make it any cheaper than that, or the game will be rigged, as many people like to claim it already is. So 1 million points will give you a chance at a Prestige, but hey, the normal pools are always available to you, and you can always get a regular Hogan the old-fashioned way. As you can see, the Prestige pools now are flying off the shelves right here. Prestige pool with the foil Ghostbusters, 6 Gout Crystal. That's what you're looking for. So if that 6 Gout Star Crystal was a Hogan, we would have had it. The first Hogan ever. The odds are still not great, obviously, but hey, it's supposed to be mobile gaming, right, guys? That's what mobile gaming is all about, right? So, and also I need a coin dump. So just use your gambling wisely, and there we go. That is it. No more gambling is happening here. No more gambling talk. Enjoy gambling if you want. Most people don't. So if you don't enjoy it, don't partake, and you'll be fine. Let's go. New cards next. New cards. Let's hurry this up. We got Iron Man in the house here, already in the pool. Big ups to that creation here. I love the Iron Man symbol on the bottom there. Beautiful, beautiful. Good luck on the iron band. Next up, we have the one, the only, the Art of the Scam book card. This is a symbolic style. I stole this from Twitter. I believe that was Poems Future. I believe maybe someone else. I'm not sure exactly, but good luck getting that card, Brunel. The Art of the Scam. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Next up, we have in the new series of fan art series, which we'll obviously get more cards here. We do have Emo Sonic in the fan art series. So Emo Sonic now pullable. Good luck getting Emo Sonic in the fan art series. Hopefully, this series continues forever. Emo Sonic fan art, one of the most classics, one of the most classic fan arts ever. Next go, let's get that out of here. Next we have the Renton Robber, stealer of the dopamine demon, the Renton Robber, stealer of reusable shopping bags. So big ups trying to pull the Renton Robber, the dopamine demon. Here we go. There goes that. Next up, we have, let's see, next up, this is from Ludwig Von. I love these. AI-style art is coming in hot here for the cards. We have Cherry Juice. Be smart. Make it tart. Cherry Juice, available now all over Seattle. Love the cherry juice. Good up, big ups pulling a cherry juice. Next up, we have the one, the only, the famous, world famous, universe famous shower stool for all your back pain needs. Good luck on that one, pulling the shower stool. I let this go. It's not exactly canon because the shower stool is actually wooden shower stool. You know, Phil got an expensive shower stool, but this is still too awesome to not put in. So there we go. That's the shower stool. And that is all the new cards into the pool as we speak right now. So there we go. So no more nonsense. Let's get to the fun here of John Rambo. We're going to start with not the exact story of the firing. These are all uploaded, by the way, by Mr. Hut Stuff. So legendary, uploaded there. He's an actual legend. Yeah, I know, Hate Army. It's totally wooden. There's a picture of it, but the AI version looks kind of cool. The one that has the video that actually has it is very, very low quality. So it's kind of, it's not that funny actually, but anyways. Let's get to it. We're going to watch a video first. Let me get my credits up there so you can see whose this video is. This is Mr. Hut Stuff, who uploaded this in the last week. When I started talking about, we started talking on the show about how John Rambo was fired because of Phil, possibly. And Mr. Hut Stuff, right on cue, uploaded 3 videos that are very, very integral to this story. So big ups to him and subscribe to him if you are not, please, because that is why we can share these stories of lore. And I'm not sure if this is going to go on the iceberg or not. I guess we'll decide at the end. But does firing of John Rambo need to go on the iceberg? I don't know. You tell me. But we're going to start with a video called How Philip Burnell and John Rambo Became Friends. Okay, we're going to get this story here. This is, of course, the John Rambo's podcast. That's where we're watching this from. So this is John Rambo and EJ's podcast. And Phil was a guest. And that is definitely Chew coughing. So big ups to Chew out there. She's not feeling so well today. So, hopefully we can get some support for Chew. She needs it right now. All right, but let's get to it. Let's start it. Here we go.
Kind of talk about like us, our relationship, how we met, things like that. Maybe I don't think it's ever been really like talked about that much.
Here we go.
Before.
Not in full detail. Every once in a while I'll get a question on my stuff about it, and I explain, how we used to be Street Fighter players and stuff. But I don't think we've ever kind of gone into detail about it.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
So probably close to 10 years ago, right? That was when you went to EVO 2005, right?
Yeah, EVO 2005. Yes.
And I know that you told that story recently, right? About your EVO trip and stuff like that.
Oh yes, and let me tell you, there was some backlash about that one, but whatever.
About.
Right, okay. Oh, you know what backlash he's talking about there? He's talking about the 4th place. Swaggy Davis Jr. says, some cough medicine money for Chew. We need her well. Thank you so much, Swaggy Davis Jr. Chew, someone's giving you some cash to pick up some cough medicine. What do you like to say to them? Someone donated money for your cough medicine, Chew. You got to pick some up, okay? Someone donated for you to get some cough medicine. She says thank you. Let's go.
From us, we were very mad about what you said.
Okay, we're back in action here.
Well, you got what
was that?
From us, we were very mad about stuff.
Yes.
I know that you told that story recently, right? About your EVO trip and stuff like that.
Oh yes, and let me tell you, there was some backlash about that one, but whatever.
That's the 4th place.
All right, okay.
I'm not sure what 4th place gets, but I won't ask now.
About what you said.
Okay.
Well, you got where I was at that point.
What is this EJ on the bottom, by the way? This nice EJ in a shower? I don't know what that is, but okay.
So Phil goes to EVO, and Phil's from Connecticut, and does very well. I was playing Street Fighter locally, and I had a group of friends I played with, just kind of like how you did. Like every area kind of had their own group, right?
Right.
Kind of built up wherever there was an arcade. There was kind of like a community built around that throughout the area.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I was in Danbury, so I was way west from where you were in Bridgeport, and we would play like CVS2. That was like the game at the arcade at the time. But me and my friend Jamie, we loved Super Turbo, and we would play it like we would go to the arcade and we'd come back to my place. We'd play Super Turbo.
Come on, John. John's not the best storyteller in the world. Let me tell you that right now. So it might be a long day today.
For a long time, we tried to get good at it. It was such a hard game to get good at because no one really played it. Right.
So you couldn't really battle anybody?
You need players to get better. You'll see as we talk about this how true that is. So we heard that you went there and that you did very well. It's Super Turbo. Like, oh my god, you know, this guy's from Connecticut and he did really well at Evo. So everyone had their like separate communities, but there was one gentleman by the name of Tony Barnhill.
Yes.
Who was kind of like the bridge between everywhere, because he would like
Shoutouts to Tony Barnhill.
play with everyone. He was friends with everybody. Because he would just drive like every weekend. He would just drive hours upon hours.
Tony was a beast. Tony Beast is what we used to call him because of all the the dedication he had to the community and be going around and playing with different groups of players.
For all these people
in
now
fact,
in
Tony
SRK.
was actually
Beast.
the person who would learn different strategies in games because he played other groups of players and he would take them from one group to another. It was like if you didn't get to play those players, you would learn from Tony.
And he would always talk about, well, this guy's doing this, and this guy like, whoa, okay. And you could ask
Tony
him.
passed that info along.
You could ask him, how's this guy? He'd tell you, like he knew.
Right.
And he was a cool guy, man. We used to hang out in Waterbury.
OJ's checked
myself,
out.
my friend
I'm with
Jamie,
him.
and Tony on like every Friday night. And it was a white guy, an Asian guy, and a black dude. And it was so fun. It was so fun.
What? Why is that funny? You hear that? It's a white guy and an Asian dude.
And it was a white guy, an Asian guy, and a black dude. And it was
Just that combination. Just that combination is funny. A black dude and an Asian guy. Oh, I know this is gonna be great. Amazing. Just saying the races.
And it was a white guy, an Asian guy, and a black dude. And it was so fun. It was so funny, man.
Can you imagine? Black dude, no Asian.
Go to like, go different places to eat and stuff, and we were kind of nuts, but
there was no joke there.
We knew
Zero
that he knew
joke.
you. So we're like Tony, you guys set us up to play Phil, to do something with Phil. And I remember like he did it. He's like, okay, he's gonna come to Waterbury and play with you guys, which was really cool of you to do that, because you didn't have, you didn't know who the hell we were getting into, right?
No, he was looking for friends, John.
I remember.
Mugged.
I remember at the time I had come back from Evo and I was like, wow.
Wow, I really want to make transition to having friends now. So this is my best chance.
This is something that I didn't expect when I went out there. I didn't expect I was going to get 4th place at the national tournament. And I was like, this is an opportunity for me
to actually have friends.
to maybe, get into competitive Street Fighter in a way that really I hadn't before. I'd always tried to do well, like in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and CVS 2, but I was never at that level. And Super Turbo, all of a sudden I was at that level and I wanted to stay at that level. And I said, well, what I need to do is
because you fluked into 4th place, now you want to stay at that level. Now I'm at that level, apparently.
Try to play as diversified of a number of people as I can.
As diversified a number of people. I guess that makes sense. Diversified of people. Okay.
Because this is how it works.
You mean all different races?
Or worked back then before every game had online play and everyone recorded every match and uploaded it to YouTube. It used to be you had to physically play as many people as possible to kind of assimilate this knowledge about the game. And I said, hey, if there's people out there who want to play Super Turbo, I mean, why would I not? You know what I mean? You got everyone has a unique perspective. Just because you haven't played a certain style or maybe you've always played against a certain person, you know things about a certain character that maybe someone else doesn't. And so at that time, I remember Tony had offered, he said, come up to Waterbury, hang out with us. And at that point, I knew
I had 0 friends, so this was really, really appealing to me.
that you guys wanted to play Super Turbo, but I didn't know if that was like primarily what you wanted to play or if you wanted to play other stuff too.
I didn't really give a shit. I just wanted to hang out.
And I was just looking to meet new people and, like I said, branch out
Not that wrong.
and try to, assimilate as much as I could.
Right. So if it wasn't for Tony, like even saying that to you, or bothering, or if you just didn't, so I'm not going all the way freaking an hour away to Waterbury or whatever, then we wouldn't have probably ever crossed paths, maybe,
Yeah, that's true.
Or it had to have happened a different way.
Yeah. The universe aligned.
So I remember it was like, okay, Phil's going to come. And you had like a reputation at the time.
All right, this is a soundbite. This is a very immature soundbite, but I just want to make sure we have a chance.
So I remember it was like, okay, Phil's going to come.
All right, that's it. Soundbiters, go get it.
And you had like a reputation at the time, which I guess you still do in a lot of ways, right?
Oh, yeah.
You were still the same kind of thing, king of hate and things like this, and you were very outspoken, always pissing people off and stuff. And we were like kind of nervous. I remember being kind of like nervous. I was like, oh my God, is he like gonna be like a dick to me, or like what's he gonna do? Like,
Oh, so wow. So that's telling. So DSP's, obviously John was on the forums. We've seen him before. He was Black Velvet Ryu on the forums. And he knew about Phil's infamy and was nervous about what he would be like.
And what he did was far worse.
He's probably a lot better than me at the games. You're like, what's going to happen? But Phil was like, just...
So John, I guess we could take from this though that John was clearly thought Phil was a big dude, right? Just got fourth at Evo. That's a big fucking deal, I guess, for John. Maybe you could see the respect there,
Just a nice dude, and just happy to play. I remember when you came, we played CVS2 a bunch of times, and then we're like, you want to play Super Turbo? And you're like, you want to play that? Sure. And we had a good time. We had a good time, though. We played...
Okay. Is it that funny?
Good amount of hours and stuff, and you were a cool dude, man. Just like always. I think sometimes people get the wrong impression about things, they form an opinion based on what you see, but not who the person, when you meet someone, and it's a different thing.
Right. What you got to realize is, I have a public persona, but then I also have a personality.
Character.
Come and enjoy the stream and not like it. That's just really weird.
Here we go. It's a character.
What you got to realize is,
I'm realizing something. Here we go.
I have a public persona, but then I also have a personality of people who get to know me. And the public persona is the person who speaks up and calls bullshit when he sees it and always speaks out and isn't afraid to say something or be honest. And you might take that as asshole-ish because...
Asshole-ish? You might take that as asshole-ish? I believe he said asshole-ish, but I want to hear this. It's like what's asshole-ish.
To say something or be honest, and you might take that as asshole-ish.
Asshole-ish. I love asshole-ish. Yes. Asshole-ish.
Because he's the guy that's always kind of, he's got to say something, right?
Yeah.
But in real life, if I'm not pissed at something, I'm not going to be like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so behind the keyboard, I say whatever the fuck I want because there's no fear of repercussions. But in real life, I don't do that. It's really cool. I'm really cool that way. Very unique and natural, right? I'm not a manufactured style individual. But when I'm behind a keyboard, I say whatever the fuck I want without fear. But when I get in person, I'm very meek. I will remind everyone I am an alcoholic very quickly. So it's really working out great for me.
Yeah.
But in real life, if I'm not pissed at something, I'm not going to be like that. You know what I mean? So if we're just going to hang out and play Street Fighter and have some fun, I'm going to be laid back. I'm going to be more calm. And, that's really what people get when they see the real me, who's not the guy who's in front of a camera or the guy who's on, back then it was like me on SRK forums causing trouble, calling shit out.
Yeah. So the next time I saw you was...
Okay, so whatever. I like that transition from Rambo. Whatever. Anyways.
Forums causing trouble, calling shit out.
Yeah. So the next time I saw you was a few weeks later. You ran ECC. You were like in charge when you ran the whole thing.
With other people, we've done that deep dive on the NC Scrolls before. He did run ECC. The guy in the middle, Stephen Polo, is OJ. That was originally Rambo's friend. He also plays Mario in Project 7. He's an old friend of Rambo, and they are still friends to this day, OJ.
So what happened was CVS2 was the game at that point I was playing the most. And we drove all the way down there to New Jersey. It's probably 3 hours away, something like that, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
ish.
Phil's running the tournament. I met him one time, and the tournament's on a Saturday morning, and of course I show up really late, probably because the whole night before we were playing games, they're staying up all night playing games like idiots.
Sleeps for the week.
So I show up at the tournament, and where do I go? And you're like, oh, you got disqualified. So I was like, oh, what? And you're like, listen, I'm gonna put you in another group. I'm gonna help you out so you don't lose your money, whatever. And I got to play, and I actually did pretty
so preferential treatment to a friend for a tournament. Sound good?
good. But that's when I was starting to get in my head, this is a good guy,
So Phil gave me preferential treatment to a tournament, therefore he's a good guy. Well, I guess I would think he's a good guy.
Because I met him one time, and then he went out of his way to because I was stupid. I was the one that was dumb and got myself disqualified for not showing up on time.
Oh, the rocker is Shawn Michaels. That's literally on Phil's team right now in actual WWE Champions. That rocker's character. Big ups.
And then he put me in a different spot, so I was like, "He's a good guy."
Yeah, good guy. He'll give preferential treatment to friends. Sound good? Great tournament organizer, dude.
Then I think we just kind of became friends from there. Our group. Basically, I think what happened was as we talked about
Yes, you're right, Mr. Doctor Inspector Larry. He complained about people getting preferential treatment for many years, for many reasons, at many tournaments, which, the more I learn, the more I can see did actually happen sometimes. But still, let's get real. Phil just did that himself, so for someone that bitched about it so much, maybe you might not want to do that. You might choose not to do that since you bitched about it so much in your past, but nope, we just do it too. Sound good?
There was like different groups.
Right.
But we all kind of combined into a group of our own, maybe?
A super group.
A super group instead of having these smaller, weaker groups.
Super
We'll have
dance.
one great group, which was Tony, you, myself, Walter was there,
Together, we are the unfuckables.
you know, a couple other people, Josh and whoever else. But we had we got a super group and became like this team, and we would kind of travel around.
Travel around. Yeah, we went all over the place. FYE. Panda Express, it was nuts.
And one of the first time we ever went on a trip was to TGA. And
Yes.
was it Massachusetts or Rhode Island maybe at that time? I don't remember.
I cannot remember. I do know we did go to the TGA in Massachusetts once, but I don't recall if that was the trip. It's it's so long ago, it's all blurry.
Yeah. So
Gin brain
you gotta
happens.
look at in my shoes because I never went on a trip with these guys, and these are all like known people and stuff, right? I'm like nobody, so I was kind of like nervous.
You
about
were never a
that.
nobody, sir.
Well, in that area,
Nice sir from OJ.
Yeah, so-
It's quiet, but he breaks out the sir right on time.
who's this? So, threw me off with that, John. I can't take compliments like that.
So as you can see, though, Rambo was getting some social status here. I know he's not thinking about it this literally, but let's just break it down. Rambo is getting some social status that even now he thought maybe he wasn't at that spot yet in this gamer group, but Phil gave him that window or that opportunity to be in this kind of higher level group than Rambo was, according to his play or maybe fame online so far. So even more reason why Rambo might have a little soft spot for DSP going forward after this. But let's keep listening.
Sorry.
So the first time we're ever going on a trip, I'm in the back seat, and like these guys are being stupid. Like there's some people are drinking.
Yeah.
In the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drank pretty much everywhere, dude.
Being dumb. Phil's the driver, and we're like a couple
Oh, Phil's driver now. Back, not that bad yet.
hours into the drive. He's pretty far, and we got pulled. Why'd you get pulled over? Something happened. What did he? Did you see someone
Ooh, is this Glasses story? OJ, nice pull, right on time. Black and white OJ.
drinking or something?
No, it was complete and utter bullshit. If you
Of course, every time Phil gets pulled over, it's bullshit, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
remember, so we're just driving, minding our own business, to my knowledge.
When are you ever not minding your own business when driving, by the way? I love when people say minding my own business. What else are you doing? Oh, yeah, I was studying the driver next to me. I was trying to get into their business, actually. Thank you, officer. Oh, officer, I was not minding my own business. I was trying to get into the business of the people behind me. Sorry about that.
I was driving the speed limit.
Yeah. How many people that get pulled over for speeding say I was driving the speed limit? A lot. And Philip, the Karen, is the person that would do that, sure. Excuse me, officer? I believe I was going the speed limit, sir? Okay. Uh-huh. Right.
We were all had seatbelts on. I mean, yeah, they were
Yeah. Could I ask about the open containers in the back seat, sir? We are minding our own business, though, officer.
to my knowledge, I was driving the speed limit. We were all had seatbelts on. I mean, yeah, they were drinking, but you can't see that from someone driving down the highway that they're chugging on a beer or something.
Yeah.
Can you? I mean...
So I get pulled over by this cop, and I pull over, and I'm like, officer, why was I pulled over? And he says, you were speeding, and I'm looking.
Yeah, you were speeding. So, sound good?
And I'm like, officer, why was I pulled over? And he says, you were speeding. And I'm looking, I'm like, he doesn't have a radar gun.
Oh, yeah.
He's psychic.
He saw you had
He's
a
on the-
different license plate than where he
he's-
was.
Yeah, that's what it
He's on the
was.
ESPR team.
Ooh, an out-of-stater, and I can get my quota of tickets for the month. Let me get this asshole,
Yep. Okay, so...
Yeah, so he pulls his
Nonetheless, the officer said you were speeding, and that should be this beginning and end of it. Let's see what happens next.
over, and he's like, you guys drinking? And I guess he could tell you weren't.
Right.
But the other guys admitted to it. They're like, yeah, we were.
Fucking idiots. Yeah, we were.
Of course, I'm straight-edge superstar. I was not partaking in such things. And he's like,
Oh, Rambo straight edge? Interesting. That's new lore for me. Rambo the straight edger.
yeah, your license says you need glasses.
Oh, yeah, this is the driver's lore. I've heard this story, actually. Yeah, so Phil on his license has to be wearing glasses when he drives, but he never does.
So you can't drive anymore.
He was just being a dick, really. He was being a dick.
Basically.
How is that being a dick for, doing what your license says? He was just being a dick, dude.
He just wanted to annoy you since he couldn't get nab you for speeding or something, I guess.
Right.
So then he's like, I think he was like, who didn't drink or whatever, because I think if everyone had been drinking, then what would have happened? I wonder if he would have been like,
You guys are under arrest, maybe? I don't know.
get away or something, right?
Yeah, either he would have not let us drive at all, or he would have said, all right, but...
You guys are all coming in.
I don't know.
You have to wait 2 hours until it's out of your system. What? So, of course, I had a license. I wasn't drinking. And, again, this is the first time I was on a trip with these guys. Met Phil a couple times before this. He was nice enough to let me go on the trip with him. But then suddenly I found myself driving his car in a place that I've never been. It was like,
This is very weird. What? Who cares about these points?
very nerve-wracking, and it's like, oh my god. But that was just kind of a funny thing, like just to meet someone like that, and then that happens, Drive his car.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
all of
Very normal thing that happens in your younger years, like around college age and shit, you end up driving people's cars. It just happens. It's not that big a thing.
I had to drive Phil's car at one point too. It was a much different car, but it's weird driving somebody else's car. I mean, I hadn't known you for that long either, Phil.
This podcast is getting turned off so quickly. So quickly. Who's listening to this?
that was a too many games, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah, scary, dude.
Probably for everyone.
Well, that's just because you're driving a car that doesn't even feel like you're driving a car when you drive the damn thing. Yeah, and you think you're driving like 10 miles per hour. You look at the speedometer, you're going 50. You're like, what the hell?
You're going like 85. You're like, huh?
Oh, so it seems like you might be... So you can actually speed when it doesn't feel like you're speeding? Okay. Sound good? Intelligent counterspell. I've explained it. I won't make you rewind the stream. That's OJ, the person that played Mario in Project 7. I should have a note up, I guess.
Yeah, that car, it's actually hard to go slow.
Yeah.
You feel
So it's pretty easy to speed then, huh?
like you're not moving. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Ah.
So then we were like lunatics. I mean, we became like crazy people. We played like every weekend. I remember going down to your house. So I've been going down to Bridgeport, Stratford area for like almost 10 years.
Wow.
Every weekend, like at least a few times a month. To do, originally it was just playing that, and then became the YouTube stuff. But I mean, it's been a journey, and like I remember I went to your place on Christmas Day. Do you remember this?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about his family, so.
What?
Whoa, I don't remember that. No,
This
what
is
happened?
way. On Christmas. I went to your house to play.
Wow.
That's dedication or
This was a
madness?
long
I'm
time
not sure
ago.
which.
Why is that? Wow, he doesn't give a shit about his parents, so it's easy.
Time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pull there, copium dealer. The king of Street Fighter. 2 presents.
Well, but yeah, we both had the day off or whatever because you were working full time.
Right.
So was I. So I was like, hey, let's play some games today, Yeah, we started traveling all over the place, man. You remember like some places we went to? I went to Chicago many times.
Oh yeah, I mean we went everywhere. We went to we went to Chicago. Well, we went to next to Chicago for Midwest Championships. Later on, we went back there for SBO qualifier at the Midwest Championships. But we also went to the city of Chicago, which was a lot of fun to go through there and see that. I mean, we went to Evo together. We went to numerous different regional tournaments. I mean, for a while there, I was running tournaments in New York.
Yeah,
and you came by a few times.
Yeah.
So I mean, we did a ton of stuff.
And you were great to play because I wanted to be good at the game. I really had like the desire to be great. And you picked a lot of different characters. So you were probably better for me than I was ever for you. But I remember...
Damn, you were better for me than I was for you? Sounds like they're breaking up. You were better for me than I was ever for you. Sounds like they just broke up. Listen, I know we have to break up, but you were always better for me than I was for you. You'll find someone better. Don't worry. You can do this.
So you were probably better for me than I was ever for you. But I remember early on, like I was just a punching bag. You just like, you try this and, but yeah, you played so many different characters, and I started to get a real feel for the game. And I remember a lot of these tournaments, like you would get first, I would get second a lot.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That went on for like a whole year. you know. And but yeah, he really helped me get really good at the game, you know. And it was a good time, man. Just being. It's always a fun feeling, just like flying out somewhere and landing, and then we're going to this tournament tomorrow. It's very professional. It's at 11 p.m. We must be there, and you know.
Is this?
It's good times. It was good times, man.
It was, and you know, it was a period of our lives where I think that even though right now in retrospective we may look back and say, geez, all the money and the time that we spent doing this stuff, but I think it was a time that was unique. It was that burgeoning time between...
Burgeoning? It was that I don't even know what that means, burgeoning. Is that a word? Burgeoning. Burgeon? How do you burgeon?
Time that we spent doing this stuff, but I think it was a time that was unique. It was that burgeoning time between...
Burgeoning. It was the burgeoning time. That's pretty cool.
In the time that we spent doing this stuff, but I think it was a time that was unique. It was that burgeoning time between the old...
All right, Punish Lasagna says it is a word. I'll take your word for it. Burnell Enterprises for Toxics. It's the burgeoning time. I love burgeoning times. So, I do love burgeoning. Oh shit, Monkey Spank Oxygenator went in negative points. I'll have to fix that. But burgeoning is good. I love burgeoning.
Arcade days and what was going to happen when Street Fighter 4 eventually came out and you kind of had the renaissance of fighters. It was that weird in-between time that was very unique where we were able to travel and play different people, and there wasn't online play for a lot of video games at that time, so it wasn't like you could get the competition that you wanted just by playing at home. And there wasn't YouTube videos of everything, so you had to travel, you had to play the people to get the experience to become tournament worthy. And you know, I've said this a lot, is that Street Fighter, regardless of the fact that I spent tons of money doing it and tons of time doing it, I never would have traveled to half the places that I've been, and I probably never would have met 1/10 of the amount of unique and amazing people that I met in my life if it weren't for Street Fighter. So
don't tell Capcom.
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Okay,
but
thanks.
Charge you.
Regardless of the fact that I may sometimes speak back with a little bit of negativity about it, that, man, you know, it didn't really go anywhere. I didn't, even though I was good at the game, look at me now. You know, this really isn't because of Street Fighter. It's actually because I stopped playing primarily Street Fighter and went to a more diverse audience that I am able to do what I do now. It still was a unique time. I had a ton of fun, and it was people like John who really made it a cool thing. We had this camaraderie. It wasn't just about the game, but it was also about the feeling that you're traveling with a certain group of people who are like trustworthy. Or
it's like you almost have friends.
Almost like you are rivals, but at the same time you are respected competitors. You know what I mean? Exactly. Ken and Ryu are always at odds when it comes to fighting. Because
that's Howard, and that's what I think of when I think of DSP and Rambo.
They both want to be number one, but at the same time, they're actually friends in real life.
It's gonna sound it's gonna sound like really stupid, but I'm not trying to say it's as important or as big as this, but it's almost like being like a rock band, and you're traveling together to like the show, and you're all there, and then there's like other, I don't know, it's just very fun, you know.
Right.
Just the feeling of just being like, we're going to this place, we're gonna kick their ass. You know.
Although I will say this, I've been to Vegas a good like 3 to 4 times and never even seen the Strip. So
I actually would I would always
fun.
Sometimes I would leave, and I would like remember the first time I went to Chicago, I was like, I'm gonna go to the city tomorrow, I'll be back. So I would try to always do that, because in the back of my head I always kind of knew, like, if I'm going to this place, I'm gonna need to see something, and I'm gonna someday I'll be pissed. So
very cool.
Yeah, man. So I did see a lot of cool things. I had a lot of good experiences from it. You know, it was a fun time.
Real quick, Monkey Spank Snitchinator, don't bet negative points. It automatically locks you in 0. So do not try betting negative points. That is only a troll. If you bet negative points, you'll go to 0 instantly. Don't do it. Don't try to break the system. It's set up to put you at 0 if you go to negative, so don't. I don't recommend it unless you want to lose all your points. It's instantaneous. Do not try to gamble negative points, everybody. Let's go.
So that was like kind of like the first thing we did, our first phase, you know. We went to Evo in 2007, and we practiced hard for that. And I guess it didn't work out the way maybe we thought or whatever. And you kind of just vanished for a good like 6 months. I didn't hear from you at all.
Yep. And
then I think suddenly you sent me like a message or something, or an email or something, like in the middle of 2008, like the summer, and you're like, I'm doing this thing on YouTube, and like here's my channel.
God, this is getting really
I saw,
tough
like,
here.
what the hell is this?
This is where the podcast should change subjects, but we're still stuck on here because I'm guessing like this video is 30 minutes long. I bet they said, okay, 30 minutes for talking about our friendship. I guarantee that's what's going on here. Like, we're so past the interesting part.
Like, why would someone want to watch this?
Yeah, 1.5. I'm doing that, DB.
Harsh, man.
No, it was just because I never saw that before. I didn't know what that was, right? Like, the only thing I knew from games was playing games or like competing in games. I never thought like someone would watch someone playing an entire like multi-hour playthrough. Like, like why are you doing this? You're also talking at the game. What do you say? Like, you know, it was such a weird thing.
That's, I guess, let's hear this take on what Phil was doing, though. This is kind of interesting. Someone's saying, like, it was such a weird thing, huh?
Like, why are you doing this? You're also talking at the game? What do you say? Like, you know, it was such a weird thing. But then I saw, like, oh my god, Phil's like, look what he's doing. And it was, like, huge. It was like giant.
Yeah,
everyone wanted to hear him talk and play.
Yeah, we just stuck to this.
At the time, the only people who were doing those style of videos there were two groups. There were people who were doing walkthroughs. Now that's different than what I do. A walkthrough is like
I don't get walkthrough lore.
You've already beaten the game, you mastered it, and now you're going to do a playthrough where you're like perfect and you're showing expert level strategies on how to beat everything. And that is by no means is that what I do with the videos.
By no means.
And then the other group of people, there were people who were doing let's plays, which is what they call them now. I called them playthroughs, but later on people called them let's plays. But they really weren't. They were there, but they weren't big. You know what I mean? Like, you could find people doing it, but it wasn't like, holy shit, this guy's getting hundreds of thousands of views doing it. And I don't know why. I mean, because it was my unique style, because I talked at the game and I was joking around and I had a drink here or there and I was swearing. It just caught on, and people really liked the fact that I was doing it way differently than what other people had been doing it up to that point. And it kind of blew up out of nowhere. And I mean, John, you know this. I didn't mean for this to happen. You know, it was just kind of a weird thing that I did as a hobby when I was so burnt out with competitive Street Fighter that I wanted to do something else. And I said, I haven't touched console games in like a decade because I've just been playing Street Fighter. Let me actually re-immerse myself in console games, and that's how the whole
drink here and there, here or there, dude. Not every night.
Whole thing just kind of got started.
What was really interesting about it to me was like you basically reinvented your entire thing because you were so geared towards
now we're just sucking Phil off. Come on, Rambo. What is this?
Go to these tournaments, and then you basically like shut it down, disappear. Seriously, like, you know, like, I don't think, did you talk to anyone during that time? You was gone.
I pretty much didn't talk to anyone in the Street Fighter community.
And then
because they all pretty much hated me by that point. It was pretty much, I couldn't come back with them because they all hated me enough. So, yeah.
I kind of built something new, and I think it's a great thing people can kind of look at. I've kind of tried to do that a few times. And when one door kind of shuts, right, it's the old saying, like another opens, and you kind of try something different, you know.
Right.
So instead of just being like, you know, I'm done with everything or like whatever, you try something new. You put your energy into something else instead of not doing anything at all, right?
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, we still went to a couple tournaments, I think, after that. But it was more about the YouTube stuff.
Right.
And then Street Fighter 4 came out, and that was a big deal. You always had a lot of people. Actually, you moved. The first time you moved was this, actually, you know what? It was very similar to what I just saw last week, where we gave all the free stuff away. It was the same. I was there when you moved the first time.
Oh, the boxes?
Yep.
Pretty similar.
Right.
The same people too, taking things.
It really was. That's why this last Saturday I wanted it to be like that, because it was kind of like, let's end this.
This is just before moving. There you go. That's a good timeline thing there. So this is right before he moves to Renton.
Thing the way that it started. You know what I mean? Let's go full circle and say these are the kind of guys who I hung out with my whole life. And even though I lost touch with a lot of the people who were actually at that gathering on Saturday, to see them again, you know, after so long, and kind of say, listen, you know, this is it, but let's go out with a bang. And that's what I really felt like Saturday was. And I want to say thanks to both of you guys for being there, because not only did it mean a lot, but I think it was a hell of a lot of fun for us.
How about when you said, Howard, if you don't come, what does that mean for our friendship, Howard? What about that?
To be doing, you know, a lot of fun stuff. And I got rid of a lot of stuff that I just didn't want to move across the country.
So it really was just what you got out of it. Got it. Sound good?
Happy to take it.
Well, I want to say thank you for inviting us over. I mean, regardless of the neat free stuff, it was just nice that we were it was nice for me to feel included, because, you know, I'm kind of more...
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, if we had continued to go to conventions and stuff like we were doing for a while, we probably would have had a lot more interaction. You know what I mean, OJ? But you know,
it wasn't interactive. We were not interactive enough, dude.
That's because really, honestly, number one, I got caught up with just doing the stuff here. Number two,
Outlaw DJ, this is the part of the story where we learn about how they got to be friends. So we're working through it. We got to be done by 2 p.m. Don't worry.
Be honest, I don't know what happened with the convention circuit. They basically just stopped allowing me to do panels and stuff. I don't know what happened. Like, someone had a bug up their ass.
We're gonna have to call them on the next show.
Oh yeah. Someone's. What was it?
Number two, I'll be honest, I don't know what happened with the convention circuit. They basically just stopped allowing me to do panels and stuff. I don't know what.
Yeah, get the hint. It's not that hype anymore, dude.
Happened. Like, someone had a bug up their ass.
We're gonna have to call them on the next show.
Someone had a bug up their ass, or they just didn't want you there because of your exactly full panels with standing room only MagFest panels, right? I don't know why they wouldn't want you back there. Damn.
Hey.
But we really
Oh,
should.
gosh.
Start calling them and be like, why did you let us come to MagFest in 2012? Had a panel that was incredibly successful.
Incredibly successful. 2014. Phil saying it's successful too. This would be good. Now let's hear exactly what he thinks about the panel in 2014. Did he already think it was standing room only? Here we go.
Let us come to MagFest in 2012. Had a panel that was incredibly successful. We debuted our new series. We did a ton of videos about it, talked positively about you, and then for 2 years after that, you like blacklisted us.
Whoa, where's the standing room only talk, dude? Blacklist. By blacklist, he means they didn't ask him to do another panel, by the way. That's blacklist. Okay? So what does blacklist mean to you? I don't think it means not allowing you to do another panel. That's blacklist now? Okay. I guess I'm blacklisted by Evo right now. I can't do any panels. I'm blacklisted, I guess.
A ton of videos about it, talked positively about you, and then for 2 years after that, you like blacklisted us. Like, okay,
Well,
I don't know.
If anyone deserves,
Your TED Talks are blacklisting me right now. I'm not allowed to do any talks there. It fucking sucks, dude. I'm blacklisted. Sucks.
it's us.
Oh,
So, you saw today's
Did they Tech Enthusiast asked, did they ask him to do the first panel? No. He emailed them to get the spot. So did they let him do it? Yes. But he had to email them to let him get the spot. Just like he did with Screw Attack, with the SGC one. He had to ask them to let him do a panel. So that's totally cool that, you asked them and got a panel. Totally cool. Nothing wrong with that. But most hype people, those fucking conventions reach out to them, It's like, all right, we want you, so would you please do our panel? Will you please do our convention? Here's all the good shit we'll give you. Phil, on the other hand, from the very beginning was, can I do a panel at your place? And then when they decided the next time that to not let him do it, that's blacklisting. Okay. Oh, yeah, SGC, he definitely asked. It was definitely him, he asked. He definitely asked Side Scrollers. That's confirmed.
show, come on. It's reserved. So 2008, the summer was interesting. We did go to Chicago, we did go some stuff, but I was having like a really bad time. I was like badly like in debt and stuff. I was working GameStop and ice cream.
Oh, I'm a bit of a debt enthusiast myself, Rambo.
Gig, which I've talked both about on various videos.
What was that?
GameStop and the ice cream gig, which I've talked both about and stuff. I was working GameStop and the ice cream gig.
Oh, so GameStop and ice cream gig. So double work for Rambo, ice cream and GameStop.
I've talked both about on various videos. So
Right.
Phil was like, you guys were playing the Street Fighter big time, man. You saw a lot of people coming down and stuff. I would come when I could, but then things kind of opened up for me, and I think the first thing we did like just together was Resident Evil, the DLC.
Yeah. Resident Evil 5, Lost in Nightmares? Yes, I think that's what it was called.
Which I think was like, it was like 2 million views or something on it now.
wow.
It went pretty nuts
Wow.
because, again, keep in mind, that 2008, 2009 time period, no one was really doing what we were doing. And then to see 2 people doing it co-op was like, whoa, like this is so
So
different.
essentially, the first thing we did was downhill from there, because I think that was the most watched thing.
Of the things that we've done co-op with, yeah, that's probably got
The first thing we ever did.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then so then it kind of became like I was always coming down to play Street Fighter, but now I would suddenly come down and make these videos for YouTube. I still thought it was kind of weird. I still didn't really understand it.
See, I wish they got into the money thing here. I don't think they are, but I wish they would, because they're obviously not going to talk about it now. This is kind of like, as we've seen with a timeline, this is like the Goodbye to Phil podcast, thing. So,
But then I started to kind of figure it out, maybe. I always kind of like tried to let you
they're not going to bring up anything negative here is what I'm saying.
lead, and I would just throw in what I could. I think that's always been my approach to it, I never wanted to like step on your toes. I always wanted to add to the thing,
Right.
but not
right.
take away from what you were doing at the same time. So I think it's always kind of been my approach to it.
Right.
Right.
And we did a lot of stuff, man. I mean,
Oof.
the one
Oof, we did so much stuff, dude.
that sticks out is,
You made me so much money, Rambo. Thanks for that.
was it the Start the Party or something? Was that what it was called?
The one with the mini games with the PS Move, right? Howard was here.
There was that one. What was the one that you and I did with everyone always talks about with would you like some balls and the
Oh
and the chef?
yeah. That
Oh, those all-time classic jokes, those insane. That'll be talked about forever on YouTube. Those Where's the Balls episodes.
was TV Superstars.
TV Superstars.
Oh my God, what a train wreck that thing is.
I think when we did that one, I pretty much knew it will never be as good.
Right,
We'll never
right.
top this one.
Right.
Probably never did.
That was the perfect combination, the perfect storm, because you had shitty motion controls that no one wanted or asked for, a game that
Yeah, no one wanted or asked for. Yeah, the motion controls never worked out, right? Wii fucking sucked, dude, right? No one bought the Wii, am I right? Who wanted that?
That was a hilarious joke of a game. I mean, who would really buy that and take that game seriously?
Yeah.
And the fact that we were actually doing, if you remember, we were doing the picture-in-picture where we had a separate camera recording us in the corner, and just seeing us kind of doing weird stuff and joking around about the game.
I think Phil has no idea why people enjoy videos, you know? Like, he really does not have a handle on it.
Just made it so much better. It was like the perfect combination of factors.
Plus, it was something so new, even to us, like those weird, when all that stuff came in, there was like the Connect and the motion games. So it was like a game, it was like a kind of game you never played before. It was just so stupid.
It was. I mean, if anything, from day one, John, you and I both said that motion controls were going to be a joke and they weren't going to succeed, and it was so stupid. And I think that era, it was really about a year where we were playing all of those games.
Yeah, motion controls suck, dude. We made zero money. It's crazy. $0 for Wii, dude.
And people would watch the videos, and of course, they're not watching the videos because the game's good. They're watching to see how bad it is.
Or what the hell it is, right? What is this game? You can see yourself in the TV. And...
Yeah, good point, Swaggy Dave. This is what he thought the side-scrollers would be like. Yeah. Tell us how awesome your videos were. Why were they so funny? Oh, well, great question, Craig. You know what? My comedy genius really started when I was laid off from a helicopter company.
Oh, we jump around. So yeah, it was just wacky stuff, man. Yeah, I don't know. Less Donkey Kong sticks out. It's such a blur, you know. It's crazy because people will sometimes even bring up stuff and then we did that.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. I would love if someone made a list. Now, someone has made a list of like all of my cumulative playthroughs on my website, but if someone could like sort out the ones that were co-op, you know, and you could like
getting more shit. If anyone would like to do that, clerical work for me, great.
See, wow, look at how much the body of work that we've done over, the
look how much the body of work we've done, dude.
Years, because really you started doing co-op with me right there at the beginning. Honestly, you were the go-to guy if I needed to a co-op partner for a game. If there was a 2-player cooperative game, or even if we were just doing something stupid like TV Superstars, and I knew that having someone else there to experience this with me would add to it. You were the go-to guy.
Who else could you call and say, hey, listen, let's play TV Superstars? Like, how many people would show up?
I think people would block my number.
I have no humility. I'll do anything. It's why. Okay.
Let me say something, John, because I really haven't talked about this. Okay. All right, for years, and I want to say something.
Uh-oh.
If anyone ever.
Uh-oh. This is the chance, Phil. This is your chance right now to say your true feelings. Let's see if he goes there.
Attacks the character of John Rambo. All right. This man, I want to say, this is the feels. Okay.
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh.
The day that I got laid off in 2010, I was fucked up in the head.
Oh no, Philip. Careful.
I made a vlog about it, and I really had no fucking clue what I was going to do in my life, because the job sector that I'd worked in for 5 years, there were no jobs in Connecticut, nothing like that, and I had just
customer support. Pretty sure there's other jobs there, but okay.
Bought the condo, and I was like, how am I supposed to afford my bills? They literally blindsided me with this layoff, and I was thinking about it in my head about what I should do, and I remember the first call I made was to my parents.
I told my parents I'm going to need a little money. If they could, please increase my weekly stipend. Thank you. Snood, Jesus, this is the most popular question on the stream. Dude in the middle is OJ. OJ is Mario in Project 7. He's currently behind the chat right now in his Mario costume. I'm not sure how clear I can make it, but that's as far as I'm going to go. All right? OJ's in the middle, still friends with Rambo. That's the last I'm talking about it. Next time I hear OJ in chat, you're banned forever. Gone forever. I'm tired of your bullshit.
And the second call I made was to John Rambo. Aww. And I explained to him what had happened. And I said,
the second call is to John Rambo.
What I think I really would like to do is give it a go, and try to make this YouTube thing that I've done as a hobby work out as like a living. I don't know.
So parents said it was a bad idea. I called Rambo. I know he always agrees with whatever I say because he basically loves me.
How I'm going to do it, because at that point, if you remember, you couldn't even monetize gameplay videos.
Oh, yeah.
And so I didn't know how it was going to work out. I didn't have an effing clue.
Yeah.
And I said, but really the best thing that could happen right now is if I just really played a game, because it would take my mind off of everything. John was here that day. He wasn't here the next week. He wasn't here, he was there like within an hour. He was here and we were playing Dead Rising 2 together.
Yeah, yeah.
And
aww.
Boy,
and he, by the way, he recorded those videos for YouTube.
If anything, did that just completely take the negativity out of my mind and flip it on its head and give me the motivation to say, look at how many people are watching this playthrough that we did today, and how people loved it. They loved the fact that John was there.
So for a second, felt like I had real friends.
To support the fact that I was going to try to do something completely unique and different and make a real go. At that point, I was viewed as like the internet underdog because I wasn't backed by.
I was the internet underdog. This is when he was in 2008. I mean, we're talking he's top 100 people on YouTube of all YouTube. This is not an underdog of YouTube. This is one of the top viewed channels on YouTube. This is the opposite of an underdog.
A real go. At that point, I was viewed as like the internet underdog.
You were not viewed as the internet underdog.
Because I wasn't backed by anyone. I wasn't signed by anyone. And really, John's support on that day meant.
How were you the underdog? I was the underdog.
A hell of a lot to me, and the fact that that happened was probably one of the reasons why I was able to go on and do what I did and become as successful as I have, and the reason that I'm still doing it today. I'm able to, you know, to move to a bigger place, and you know, John, I just want to say thanks, man. You really helped.
Oh, this is surprisingly. This is really rare, though, right? This is a heartfelt thank you. Even though he's doing it in his typical DSP fashion, it's still a heartfelt thank you, you know?
Me out that day, and over the years, all the co-op and stuff
Not signed with Machinima yet. Yes, not yet.
that we've done.
At that point in the story.
I mean, not only did we, I think, make an entirely huge body of really entertaining work.
He keeps saying entirely huge. We made an entirely huge body of work. That's the second time saying entirely huge.
Not only did we, I think, make an entirely huge body of really entertaining work, but we had fun doing it. And that's what makes all the difference, because we were two friends who had background doing Street Fighter, coming together to do something completely different and new. I think we had a unique perspective that a lot of other people who do it today just for the money and they go through the motions, you know, we didn't have that. We were just dicking around and having fun, and I think that's why we were successful at what we did.
Well, I was successful at what I did. Remember, Rambo got $0 at this point.
I think so. I think to me, it's always just been about having a good time. I think people get caught up in like, oh, you should play this game or you should do this way, whatever. But if you're just having fun, you know, then you'll do that thing, whatever it is, you know. And yeah, it was always just a good time. That's why, like you said, I'd play like any game, do whatever you wanted, because as long as it was fun.
Right. That's the core of it. It's got to be fun, right?
We did play.
Fun.
Oh, God,
we did play
guys,
the Lord of the Rings.
Yet? 10
Sony
seconds
game.
left. Thank fucking God.
No, we did that.
Oh my God.
We did play
Star Wars.
What was that?
Sony Move game. You know, we did that.
Oh my God.
We did play
Star Wars
Hulk Hogan Connect.
Oh my. Oh yes, that was great.
So yeah, it's just always fun, dude.
All right, there we go. So that is the first story of how. Now we'll get into the real core why we're all here today. All right, so remember that video I talked about? I said, I remember I saw a video. It was next to a lake. I said that in the last stream about John Rambo. Well, here it is. Here is said lake. And here is the video. This is recorded by John Rambo himself on August 8th, 2010. Okay, so this is a video recorded by John Rambo for his own channel. It has now long since been taken down. But let's hear John Rambo shoot the shit, all right? And we'll get some information. We'll get some lore drops here, I am sure. So let's go.
All right. Hello, people. This is John F. and Rambo coming to you from the lake by my home that I usually sometimes come to. Think about politics and religion. Sometimes I just come out here and cry. Not because I'm sad, but I think it's polluted. It affects my eyes like that.
All right. Come on, Rambo. Do we need this? Do we need these dumb jokes here? He always tries with the jokes, man, and sometimes they're not the worst, but sometimes they really are the worst.
So I just want to make a last video before I leave tomorrow on my trip to Japan.
Oh, yeah, he's going to Japan. Sweet.
First thing I want to thank some people. First off, I want to thank my good friend Phil, who you all know as Darkside Phil, the King of Hate. That crazy guy. I want to thank all you the people, for giving me a ton of subscribers. I think last time I looked, I have about 3,000, something like that.
Whoa.
Which is amazing. Makes me very happy. Perhaps it makes you happy too. I don't know.
Are we just going back and forth? What is this?
We're all together in this now. We can take on anyone. And third, I want to thank the people who subscribed. I'm sorry, the people that donated. I already thanked the subscribers. Yeah, I want to thank the people that donated, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to go on this trip. So, I want to tell you a story. A little inside
I think Rambo's also on a boat right now.
Information that
I think that's the mystery. He's on a boat.
Neither Phil or I have spoken of due to some legal reasons, but I'm going to try to get into as much as I possibly can.
All right, here we go. Strap in, boys. Lube up.
Basically, 2 months ago, I lost my job.
Uh-oh.
So, you might be thinking, John, what did you do to lose your job? Did you show up late?
Wow, that was a that was a Philip Burnell mannerism, wasn't it? I lost my job. And you might be asking, how did you lose your job? Did you do drugs on the job? Did you not show up for a week? Did you kill someone? Well, I'm going to tell you. Are we going to get
you
that?
You might be thinking, John, what did you do to lose your job?
Uh-huh.
Did you show up late for work?
Okay.
Did you sexually harass someone?
Oh, God, there it was!
No.
No.
That is not the case.
Uh-huh.
Basically, I went to work one day, I got pulled into the back room by one of the bosses.
Uh-oh.
Who had a computer with them, laptop, pulled it up, had a bunch of videos on there that I made with DSP. And they said that it wasn't very good. That was a poor...
So remember, by the way, he's talking about the GameStop job. Remember in the last video, he said he worked at GameStop and an ice cream shop. So this GameStop person apparently said that. But let's hear more details, however much he wants to give.
Representative of my company.
What?
That was a poor representative of my company.
Okay. My company? Would he say that?
Acting this way on camera. Even though I never mentioned my company or my real name or, you know, anything bad. Just made some nice videos for you all. I think you enjoyed them.
So what exactly are we talking about here? I wish we got the details of what kind of jokes are we talking about here.
So, you know, I got pissed off, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal, and I was telling him that.
Now he's doing legal side Rambo? Come on. He's going to pull out that card? You better lawyer up, okay?
And so the guy's basically like, well, we're going to have someone else come in and talk to you, because he basically couldn't explain what was wrong about it.
Because it's just really not funny. So I really want to get rid of you. I just don't like you as a person right now. These videos are horrible, dude. I don't know how else to say it.
And at this point, I'm getting pissed off.
Uh-oh.
This guy's an idiot.
Rambo's kind of the quiet dude, though. Like, he might really go off the handle. Like, you know, Philip is scared of any kind of confrontation, but Rambo's kind of quiet. He might just snap one day, you know? Like, I'd be more scared of an angry Rambo, you know?
So I basically said, fuck you.
Oh.
Grabbed my stuff and I left, and I haven't gone back. It's been about 2 months. So I'm pretty sure I don't work there anymore. So, some pending legal issues with this. I can't really get into it any more than that.
So, unemployment thing, I guess?
But thank you for the people that donated. You definitely made this possible. Would not be going on this trip without you, so...
Geez, so he's making a brilliant life decision just like Phil is. Just got laid off from his job. Well, in Phil's case, he got restructured with his machinima contract. But hey, why not stop? You already have plans to go to Japan. Might as well keep going. In Phil's case, he had a plan to move to Washington and still did it. But, I mean, seems like you might not want to do the Japan thing, maybe? Or maybe he thinks, fuck it. I mean, this is my only chance.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, geez, what else do I want to talk about here? You guys like the lake?
Yeah, I love this fucking lake, dude. Get to it.
Yeah, so going to Japan tomorrow. Going to be traveling with...
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Hate Army. So it's bad if you say quit. I quit. Fuck you. You can't fire me. I quit. That's the worst option for you because then they don't have to pay unemployment and shit, you know? So that's really bad. Judge Bag. Double bronze star Judge Bag. Nice pull.
Dom Die and...
That's who maybe Rambo's talking to right now, actually. The same judge, the unemployment judge.
And B-Ron, one of my teammates. I think Dom Die's from New York. So we're flying out of New York. Which kind of sucks is I think the flight's at 2 o'clock.
Well, real quick, are unemployment proceedings public? Because I know we have the Philip Burnell record that everyone's, you know, if you Google it, you can see it basically. I wonder if Rambo would try to do a trial too, like Philip did.
So much traffic going into New York, into JFK, that I live about an hour from there. I'm going to have to leave like 3 hours early just to try to make it on time. I think last time me and Phil went to Nashville, we almost missed the flight. So I'll gotta leave her 3 hours early just to get there, a place that's an hour away, which is pretty sweet. And B-Ron's coming in. He's from Baltimore, I believe. So he's flying from there into New York. Then we're all getting on the same flight. We're looking at a 14 to 15-hour flight.
All right, if this is really it, I'm going to skip this. I don't give a shit about this lake going back and forth. I'm going to die.
But it's okay. I'm armored with my Pokemon on the DS. And that's going to make it all right. And, yeah, when we get to Japan, we got a hotel.
I can't make it.
Basically, Dom dies stand with a dude.
All right, would you hate me if I skip this shit? There's 5 minutes left. Skip or don't skip? I'll wait until I see the person I agree with.
Just actually stand. Some people might know his name, NKI. They're standing. NKI lives in Tokyo. He's a Street Fighter player, so we stand with him.
I've seen enough.
And
all right, let's go.
All
right, I got it. Everyone's saying skip it. All right, so we're gonna go back
funny
here
story
for a second.
that people.
We're gonna go back here. So again, this is 3 years later. 3 years later, after that video came out, we're going back to the podcast we listened to before. They talk about it here, though. Okay, they talk about it here. So let's listen, get the full story, and then we'll watch something else because we still have an hour to kill. So might as well, right?
You know, a funny story that some people probably know this. It's from way back, but I actually got in trouble for because I was in Phil's videos a while ago.
I'm still to this day baffled.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
What the fuck they were thinking with that? My pure theory is that these companies.
My pure theory. What other kind of theories do you have? My impure theory.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
What the fuck they were thinking with that? My pure theory is that these companies, when they want to try to get rid of someone, they will try to find the most far-fetched bullshit ever. You know, all right.
Are we trying to equate you're using the employee discount as a far-fetched theory? I think we're going there. They'll find the most far-fetched thing, like using employee discounts.
All right, they will try to find the most far-fetched bullshit ever. You know, all right, so go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, see, only Rambo gets that treatment. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Right, I've told the story many times, but for people that haven't heard it, maybe. I was working at GameStop, fine organization that we were on the phone with tonight, back in 2010. 2010. Yeah. And I was in Phil's videos, playing trade games. It was a rival to the GameStop that I worked at. Well, not even really. They were just another store. They thought they were, but I don't know, whatever. They were running a Street Fighter event. GameStop could have run an event, but they decided not to. We're just going to open at midnight and sell people the game. We're not going to actually let them play or do anything fun.
Right. Of course not.
So I didn't have to be there. I wasn't working, so I went to the plane trade thing. And Phil was recording. I wind up in some of the videos, and basically 2 weeks later, the district manager comes in. He has the videos on a laptop. So if you can imagine, I'm working, I get pulled into the back. He starts playing Phil's videos. Just imagine that.
Playing Phil's videos. God, I want to know what video he had up there. I would love to know the videos.
And why were you at this? Why weren't you at the GameStop thing? I didn't have to be at the GameStop thing. You should be here. This is a competitor. What are you doing?
Oh my God! They said he went to a different store. Oh, that is really dumb. Then that is really dumb.
You should be here. This is a competitor. What are you doing? So essentially, I quit on the spot.
Ah, that was the mistake, though, Rambo. That was the mistake.
And called Phil in the parking lot as I got out and said, Phil, they put your videos on at my job, and then I quit.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird to just quit, though. I mean, why just quit, though? They could say, like, hey, don't go there again. I don't want you seeing videos in other... I want to kind of see... You never know what they were going to say, though, after that, right? They could have said, hey, man, going forward, I don't want to see you in any... I can't see you go to these, like, play and trade videos or whatever, right? That's totally fine. You know, like, don't show up there. But Rambo just flew off the handle and said, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here. Fuck this. And that was kind of stupid, you know? But
my sister's face is beautiful.
That's kind of fucked up. Big up Utterly Insane says, so did Phil get back in touch with Rambo because he wanted him in his videos or because he wanted cheap games? Crazy that Phil always used him. Well, that could be. Great thought, because Phil's main source of games was GameStop. So did Phil see as a way to farm games cheaply? Hey, maybe you're onto something.
And called Phil in the parking lot as I got out and said, Phil, they put your videos on at my job, and then I quit. But it all worked out very well because even though I quit, I was able to go to court and get monetary reimbursement.
Oh, there you go.
And because they were so wrong in the issue, the judge was basically like, Were you wearing GameStop clothing? Were you representing them? Were you telling people you're from there? Did you do anything to defame them? No. Okay, you win. And I got unemployment, monetary compensation, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so now we're 2-0 for unemployment trials here in the DSP universe. DSP and Rambo both won their cases.
And then I spent...
These legal legends here. Legal side legends.
Probably like a month maybe, playing Street Fighter Super Turbo, heavy. And then we went to Nashville, and I won the tournament in Nashville to go to Japan.
Right.
And then it all
so that's why you got to go to Japan. Well, yeah, that's why you got to go to Japan then, because you won the tournament in Nashville for that.
It all kind of worked itself out, like perfect. So what I do?
There we go. Okay, so there we go. That is the story of how John Rambo was fired. So was it because of DSP? No. Was it because he was in one of DSP's videos? Absolutely yes. So there we go. Let's see the poll real quick because we got 59 minutes to kill here, and I want to go to about 2. So we want recent style video watching. By recent style, I mean we could watch the investment meeting from last night, that kind of shit. Or are we going retro style, something from Mr. Hut Stuff's vast library? And right now, retro style vid is winning by 4%. I'll leave the poll up for another minute, and then we'll see. I know this channel is more retro style, so I'm not surprising that's winning, obviously. But how about this? Let's do, it's so fucking close, and I didn't see it yet. Let's do both. So let's just watch last night's investment meeting, and then we'll go to retro style. Because investment meetings are, what, 10 minutes or so? So hold on. Let's see the investment meeting first, and then we'll go to retro style. All right? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Daily Wrap, only 8 minutes.
Here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 4th of December, 2023. Let's hope that at the very least, the videos I recorded today didn't corrupt, except they did. I'm not even kidding you. When I was recording earlier, the conclusion, yes, because today we actually finished Super Mario RPG, which I'll talk about in a second, on the first stream, video corrupted. I was like, unlike last night, though, where I had tons of problems with corrupted videos for the private Patreon reacts, these were broadcast, and when it's broadcast on YouTube, you have an archived stream, and because of that, you can break up the stream into chunks, and which is what I did. So allow me to explain. Today was a good streaming day. I had a good time.
Hear it twice.
Let's talk about that. We started off today with the Chill Level 1 podcast.
Oh, it was so chill.
That discussed all my issues last night making private patron videos. How the first video YouTube had literally blocked 3 times over, and I had to edit it and trim it up so much that there was only 20 minutes out of 100 or an hour-long video left, so that was no good. So then I had to try to look for like a third-party site to upload the raw video to that wasn't going to, like destroy it, like one of those video sharing sites, stuff like that. In addition to that, the other video corrupted. So all the stuff I did last night was screwed up for my patrons. I'm like, geez, what a horrible situation. What a crappy night because of that. It was a lot of stress. But after bitching about that profusely for an extended
profusely bitching. My favorite kind of bitching is profusely bitching.
Time on the podcast, we talked a little bit about game news. We had a chill time. The podcast ended up being a good one. Check it out if you didn't see it.
How does he decide if a podcast is good or not?
It's pretty entertaining.
Don't you want to know that?
The foibles of trying to be a YouTube content.
Foibles? This guy pulls out these words. I know that's a real word. But let's get real. How often do you use foibles?
Check it out if you didn't see it. It's pretty entertaining if you want to learn about the foibles of trying to be a YouTube content creator and how things can go wrong. Then
foibles. Get out of here with foibles.
We jumped into Super Mario RPG remake and we finished it. I actually was able to wrap up the main plot line within about 2 to 2.5 hours. And then I went right to Monstro Town and did the post-game content of Jinx's final boss fight, the Kulex optional boss fight, and then we went and we got the Lazy Shells. And then we ran out of time and people were like, well, there's new content added to this game. New post-game super bosses. There's 6 of them, I guess, and they're all very tough. And then you get like a big...
Philadelphia Collins, not the singer. I argue that foibles is not a word that anyone needs to know. It's the definition of a grandpa word. Let's get real. And that's because it sounds like Philip was raised by his grandparents. Like, I know he wasn't, but it sounds like it, right? It sounds like it. He always uses these words like that.
Reward at the end. I guess people are actually saying that I guess there's a second form of Kulex at the end of the game that's much more tough than the first. And I was like, well, Kulex. That sounds to me like something optional that we can do in the future. If anyone wants to see me go back to the game maybe on a chill late night stream, but we have nothing else to do. But I mean, I've played 15 hours of Super Mario RPG, and admittedly, it gets the least attendance, it gets the least engagement. And we've had in the past like 5 streams of the game, 2 streams that actually got good support, and the rest are just kind of dead. And it's like, I think, you know,
I was thinking of that question in my head too, Sepia. Like, how old were his parents? Old, like old? Were they old when they had Philip? That might explain some things. But I think he was just watching old TV. Like Snoods, I think you said it right. I think he was watching old comedies, like just back in the day, you know?
It'll be great, guys. Our goal is 100 likes on the stream.
Please.
We're at 90. Come on, we get 10 more likes, please. Gonna probably move on from this for now. Maybe we'll go back to it in the future again. If we're looking for a late night chill stream randomly, it's a good selection for maybe a 2-hour stream and try out these optional endgame bosses or whatever.
You never will. Thanks.
We beat everything. If you want to see the end of the story and everything, it's all live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Part 13 of the playthrough corrupted. So I had to rip that out of the stream. It took a while, took a few hours, but I got it done. So
it takes hours to get something from a stream? It takes hours for that?
Corrupted. So I had to rip that out of the stream. It took a while.
I had to rip that out of a stream. Dude's acting like he had to rip out the heart of a wildebeest to get the stream out. I had to rip that out of a stream. You mean 4 clicks? Or were you literally ripping the heart from a wildebeest?
It took a few hours, but I got it. Part 13 of the playthrough corrupted. So I had to rip that out of the stream. It took a while, took a few hours, but I got it done.
Took a few hours, dude. Got to break through that rib cage, cut up in all the muscle and cartilage, and then I finally ripped it out, dude. Took a couple hours. Sorry, cat. Can't hang out today. I got to rip out the footage. She yells up. I don't give a fuck. Next time you got something to say like that, just say it to yourself, all right? I'm in the Thieves Guild. I don't need to hear your shit. Okay, honey? Just keeping you up to date.
So 13, 14, 15, it's a 15-hour playthrough, all live on YouTube. Enjoy.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
I took Dalsim into 4-star to 5-star diamond ranked matches.
Oh my God.
Fighter 6, and it was a mixed bag, but overall I enjoyed my progress because I went pretty...
I enjoyed my progress. I enjoyed my progress.
6, and it was a mixed bag.
Mixed bag,
overall,
dude.
I enjoyed
9 out of 10 overall, mixed bag. But I enjoyed my progress.
Enjoyed my progress because I went pretty significantly up the ranks and got, I'd say 3/4, if not a little bit further than 3/4 through leveling my Dalsim up to 5-star diamond. Okay. Now, it's a tougher situation. Here's why.
Okay, why? I was wondering.
Number one.
Okay.
A lot of characters, notably Cammy, but a few others, can just get away with jabbing the crap out of Dalsim.
Cammy simps.
He doesn't really have anything to beat it besides his own jab. And for a lot of characters, notably Cammy, you can't really beat her jab. Her jab's better than yours. So when these characters are in your face, all you can do is wait, try to go for a perfect parry.
Beg.
And even then,
give him a bag.
Then you're
give
not
him an excuse.
Guaranteed something. Like a Jamie I played tonight, I perfect parried him, went to hit. Oh no, he hit me anyway. He just kept jabbing. And after my perfect parry, he hit me first. I was like, wow. Or you could do the drive reversal, which is when you block and you hit forward in the 2 heavies and you break out and you do like this. It used to be called an alpha counter in Street Fighter Alpha, but now it's called a drive reversal in Street Fighter 6. Even that doesn't work because some of these characters, they're jabbing and recovering so fast from their broken ass, very fast jabs, they just block it. That's what happened with Cammy tonight. There was a Cammy I played. All she did was jumping light kick over me. I couldn't stop it because no anti-airs will hit that. So she's like, jumping light kick, jab, 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 drive rush, jab, 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 throw, jab, jab, throw, get to the corner, now I'm dead. I was like, wow, there's really no answer for it. Like, it's really bad. You have to
jab, throw, jab, 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 sip, beg, jab, 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 beg, burp, beg.
We're off. The moment she's on you, you've lost the match unless she makes a mistake. But the good news is, I learned a lot tonight.
That's what you can sum up the whole night stream or Street Fighter streams like that. Beg, jab, beg, jab. Hey, Derek, jab, jab, jab. What's up, Jade? Bag, jab, drip. Empty chair, beg, 1.
Weirdly enough, I fought 0 Kens.
Whoa.
I fought DJ, a bunch of Blancas, a bunch of Minos, a good amount of juries, I would say.
A good amount of juries.
That was pretty good.
I love to see the
one
juries.
Lily, and the Lily we had a close match. A couple guiles. So it's kind of back and forth, hit or miss. Sometimes I won, sometimes I lost. Sometimes I would win 1 out of the 3. Sometimes I would win 2 out of 3. Sometimes I would just wipe them 2-0. It was kind of
so basically every possible combination of results you had. Okay, sound good? Sometimes I would win, sometimes they would win, sometimes it'd be a tight match, sometimes I would wipe them, sometimes it would almost be a tie, sometimes we go 3 matches. You know what? Sometimes we went 4 matches. Sometimes I would kind of win, but then I'd have an excuse lined up. Sometimes they would win, but then I wouldn't have an excuse, but I'd make one up anyway. And there's some other times when I would almost win, but then I'd see the tips goal we weren't really reaching the tips goal, so I'll get frustrated. But then I push through it, and then I would win. So it was all over the place.
Mixed, but I would say I won more than I lost, but I don't think by much. But I did gain a lot. I went, like I said, I was at the bottom of 4-star diamond, and by the end of the night, I was about maybe a quarter, 25% away from 5-star diamond grand. So it's gonna be a
started from the bottom. Now we're a quarter away. Oh yeah,
slower grind. It's not going to be turboing through. It's just not going to be. Dalsim's not good enough.
From the bottom, a quarter away. Come on.
In my opinion, to really dominate every match. But I'm getting better. Like some of my execution, some of my combos are actually getting much better now. I'm recognizing when to use this combo, when to use this combo, how to do it so I don't burn myself out unless it doesn't matter because we're at the end of the round or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting better spatial awareness with the corners.
Corner demon.
And then
I'm getting better spatial awareness. I know to check each corner for the demons now.
Boom, hit him with the wall bounce and get level 3 combo cancel and stuff. So I am getting much better. I actually feel like if you want to know the truth.
Pickups LR says 3-frame jabs have been in fighting games for eons. No, they're broken now. These are broken. Look at this. Where's my keys, dude? I know my keys are around here somewhere.
I know this is going to sound weird. I actually think Dalsim's my best character now.
Ooh,
I feel like...
Whoa, hang on a minute. This sounds like supernatural shit right now. This is extremely weird. Is this the X-Files? Is this Stranger Things? Hang on a second. Let me make sure I heard that right. Because this sounds super weird. I can't even believe this. Hang on.
I know this is going to sound weird. I actually think Dalsim's my best character now.
Oh.
I feel like...
Oh my God. This is the Gout Files. This is so weird, dude. It's incredibly weird to hear him say that. It's just off-putting,
I'm playing Dalsim at a high level. Like, I think I'm better than Blanca with him. I really am. I think that I'm getting better, and the more I play and I learn the matchups, I'm going to be better with Dalsim than I am with anyone else in the game. The only thing holding me back are these tough matchups against certain top-tier characters like Cammy. Everything else is flowing. I'm learning.
Everything else is flowing. Gin, the ooze, gout crystals in my blood. Everything's flowing right now.
I'm making that progress, which is...
Speaking of flowing, today was kind of slow, so if you don't mind.
Else is flowing. I'm learning. I'm making that progress, which is great.
Why did you say that progress? Like, he keeps referring to, I'm enjoying the progress. I'm making that progress. Like, it's a tangible thing, progress.
It was a great set. A lot of frustration. Because a lot of the times, because of lag, there was lag tonight.
Dark side flow, yeah. Dark seed of flow.
Right in the middle.
Speaking of flowing, I just heard Dark Seed of Flow's new single.
Middle of a combo, lag spike. And then it just slows down. I can't finish my combo. And now I'm wide open in front of the enemy. That's death for Dalsim. Like, that's literally deadly death. He can't get out.
Deadly death.
There were some really frustrating times, but at the same time,
death.
I did overall enjoy my night tonight, and I did make good progress. Okay? Overall, the support today, not bad.
Why do we have to go to this point? You could have ended it right there and been a normal style streamer, but you have to do this. This is why you're a lolcow and why Turkey Tom said the decade of failure. You could have ended right here. Could have ended right here. This is why he's a lolcow and doesn't think he is. He could have ended it right there and been normal, but nope.
I'll enjoy my night tonight, and I did make good progress. Okay?
Okay, I'm interested in my investments to DSP Gaming. How are they doing?
Overall, the support today, not bad.
Okay.
Between the two streams, probably raised, between...
Raised? What is this, a charity? How much did we raise to our cause of your pulls?
$25 to $100 in tips. Only a few other contributions, honestly. Like, not many super chats or memberships today. But not every day is going to be great, and that's okay. I think tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, and here's why.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be good, though. Why? What do we have to do to get our Velcro open?
In the morning.
I think he forgot. Watch.
Today's going to be great, and that's okay. I think tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, and here's why. In the morning.
He absolutely forgot. He absolutely forgot. Absolutely. This is what speed. This is the normal speed. I'm not touching it. He absolutely forgot. Okay? Watch how long it takes for him to engage. Ready? I'm not going to speed it up or slow it down. Here we go.
Today's going to be great, and that's okay. I think tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, and here's why. In the morning. podcast, and I'm gonna tonight watch that GTA 6 trailer.
That's my favorite thing from today. Wait, let me play it again. Last chance. He absolutely forgets. He does not remember. Ready? This is really fun, dude. I am so excited for today. Let me tell you why. On the first stream, there's going to be...
or memberships today, but not every day is going to be great, and that's okay. I think tomorrow's going to be an exciting day, and here's why. In the morning, on one podcast, and I'm going to tonight watch that GTA 6 trailer that dropped today early. It wasn't supposed to, but it dropped early.
That's the best.
I'm going to talk about that and what I think about it on the podcast tomorrow, and then we're going to play RoboCop Rogue City for the first time. It debuts on my first stream, and get this, I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of the game.
Hold
one
on.
on Xbox, one on Steam. During that premiere stream.
Oh my god.
So come join me for the premiere of Rogue City. It's going to be fun. And then tomorrow night, Like a Dragon,
Gaiden
on the late stream, late night
Like
chill
a
stream. That should be
Dragon,
fun
please.
too. Wednesday, I'm actually playing for the first time ever Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Warzone 3, which
get
comes
more
out.
Like a
And then
Dragon.
Wednesday night's up in the air. I'm thinking probably more RoboCop though. We'll probably want to get a little bit more in, since I just played it for the first time on Wednesday.
Get
Keep
a
in
little
mind,
RoboCop
as
in.
long as there's no reports that Avatar is terrible, we're going to be playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and then Friday Night Fights Dalsim on Friday night in Street Fighter 6. So good stuff coming up. New stuff. Good variety. I can't wait to try RoboCop. You guys have told me good things about it, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I wish you all a good night. Thank you.
You guys have told me good things about it. That means Twitter has told me good things about it, but let's go.
A great streaming day, and I'm very excited for the premiere of RoboCop tomorrow. I hope you'll join me for it if you can make it. All right? Thank you all. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.
Oh, great. Just a great fucking... That moment was the best. That's going on Twitter later, I promise. Extremely hype day coming tomorrow. It's, then just shuts down.
You know.
All right, let's go. We got about 45 minutes left
A
here.
funny
40
story
minutes or
that
so.
people,
No,
some people
Rambo.
probably know.
Not that one. Not that one. Let's watch, we could watch Phil be a shill. What do you think? I'll let you choose. Here are the choices. All right, so let's get some good Mr. Hut stuff videos, because he always brings it. This is the MagFest panel, by the way, that we talked about earlier.
It's the $6 in tips, ignoring the stupid tip from Erwin, and that's why.
Why did MagFest blacklist me, dude? Why did they blacklist me? All I wanted to do was have a panel. You see how massively successful it was. There's people who can't even. I mean, can people see here? I mean, I'm not sure. Can people see what's going on here? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I've made my decision. I just feel like this. Let's go to let's do you know what? It's a good time. And I do love these. And we haven't done these yet on WPIG. Let's get some cooking with the Kang. You know what I'm saying?
What is up, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to another episode of Cooking.
This is the unsung hero, the tacos. You know, I feel like this is the niche one. You know, other ones get a lot more. The panini, the hamburgers.
With the Kang?
Uh-oh, not now. Don't do this. Don't do it. Think of your family. Cinnamon! No! Son of a bitch! Broken in half. Okay, you know what? First, before we do the cooking, I'm intrigued. Let's do cooking with the king, but I want to watch this first. Tangy zip. It's only a minute. You know what this is? Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
everyone. Once
Oh,
again,
look at
Phil
that
and I
stroll.
This time are at Tomlinson's getting food. It's like 8-something, 8:30 something. We
that.
had just finished.
In his natural habitat, he's acquired the prey. He knows prey when he sees it, and he's got it.
Streaming our stupid horror games,
Oh.
and we are at Tomlinson's, another
yeah.
sort of famous place in Connecticut.
Whoa, yeah, look at the burger.
Now,
Curly fries for Philip. Straight fries for Panda.
I got the straight fries. Phil got the curly fries. He got a turkey burger with his
Turkey burger. I think that's the burger that Meerkat uses in the song, by the way. I believe that is the exact burger. From the Leanna burger. We're hearing it right here.
got the straight fries. Phil got the curly fries. He got a turkey burger with his...
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. I know Meerkat song enough. That's it. That is the burger from Burger, Meerkat song.
Now, I got the straight fries. Phil got the curly fries. He got a turkey burger with his stuff. There it is. And I got the crispy chicken. Now tell them about how fascinating this place is.
Well, this place has been around for a long time. It was a staple of Bridgeport, and used to be this little shack Like literally, it was just the grill, a bunch of a bar, a bunch of stools, and you come in and you get a hot dog. It was like the best hot dog place in the area.
Yep, that little puny shack in the picture.
And then about 15 years ago,
Why is it Phil talking so quiet?
announced they wanted to take down the shack.
Oh, look at that! They won some ACE certifications, dude. Tomlinson.
And build a bigger building.
Leanna, please. She
There's actually
fucking learned how to do these fucking vlogs, didn't she? Zoom into the most irrelevant shit and then go back and forth as fast as possible so you're constantly out of focus.
a big protest in the state. People were saying, no,
Come on, Leanna.
this place is it's actually it's like a historic monument. It's been around for so long, and so many people come to eat the
Those burgers don't look that good to me. I'm sure they probably taste good, but
hot dogs here. But eventually they did.
the bun looks kind of weird, right? It looks just like white bread style.
Knocked it down, and now they built this big building. Where the business continues.
And they're open till midnight.
Please, Leanna, what is this? This stream is the back and forth camera. We got the lake horizon 18,000 times. Then we get this.
Where the business continues.
Okay,
And
okay.
they're open till midnight.
Good shot there.
Yeah,
okay.
every day.
8 a.m. till midnight.
Holy
That
shit.
is a good deal. That's like perfect for stoners.
Perfect for stoners.
Anything you want here.
And gyros. You can get gyros. You can get buffalo wings. You can get.
What's this fly? What's this fry movements? Come on, Leanna. What's this?
Now over 110 likes.
It's not a. It's like a soup stirrer. She's like stirring the sauce. What is this?
Anything you want
The flavor of the ketchup doesn't change if you stir it.
here.
And gyros. You can get gyros. You can get buffalo wings. You can get soup. You can get breakfasty stuff.
She went deep on that. That's an interesting fry technique.
All American fair food.
American fair food.
Okay, well, I'm going to eat these.
Oh, no, Phil is more of a quick dipper, I think.
All American fair food.
Okay, well, I'm going to eat these fries.
A dainty dip there.
Yummy.
Okay, that was fun enough. All right, kick it with the Kang. Let's go. 1.3 style speed.
A classic, something that's not too hard to make, but I think it's a pretty good meal, and if you make enough, you can basically feed a family. It's all up to you, and that would be...
Oh, you can feed a family, so that is a husband, a wife, and a cat.
Tacos. Basic tacos. Now, keep in mind, you can make tacos with turkey, you can make tacos with ground beef, or you can make tacos with chicken. No matter what you do, it's pretty much the same recipe.
Okay, those three.
Today we're going to do it with ground beef. Obviously, this is way too much for me for one meal. I'm going to cook up most of it. The recipe is basically for 1 pound. This is 1 1/4 pounds, so I'll just cut a little bit off the end. We'll roughly cook a pound.
What are you going to do with the rest of it?
What do you need to make tacos? Well,
What do you need?
it all depends on your taste. Now, some people like to do their own taco seasoning. Me, I'm the kind of guy who just go to the store and pick it up.
Yeah, why the fuck around do what poor people do? I just go to the store, you know what I'm saying?
Pick up the 40% less sodium taco seasoning mix because I've had these before and they're pretty goddamn salty. So I figured, what the hell? So we've got that. You got
I'm healthy. It's part of my diet plan. Every day fast food, and then vodka with Diet Coke, and then the less sodium taco seasoning. Very important.
taco shells. Now, your shells, there's a lot of variety of shells. You're going to find soft tacos. You're going to find hard tacos. You're going to find ones like this. These are pretty cool. These are Old El Paso stand-up
You know what I'm laughing at. All kinds of varieties.
taco shells. And the reason they're cool is when you're making your tacos, you can put all your ingredients in them, and as you see, they actually stand up. They don't fall over and make a mess.
Holy
So
shit. Oh, what happened to that one on the right?
all your ingredients in them, and as you see, they actually stand up. They don't fall over and make a mess. So it's the first time
That was perfect. That one on the right falling at just the right time.
it's in them, and as you see, they actually stand up. They don't fall over and make a mess. So it's the first time I'm actually trying these, so we'll see how they go. But they are the crispy corn tortilla.
Right.
You will probably need a measuring cup unless you're really good at eyeballing water. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Obviously, some kind of cheese. We've got the Mexican cheese blend we're going to put in there.
Oh, yes. Latina style cheese. That's his favorite kind.
Could, if you like, you could cut your own tomatoes. You can maybe cut up a couple little, peppers, things like that you like in a taco. Personally, myself, I make it easy. I get salsa, and I just put salsa in my tacos because it's pretty much going to have all the flavorings that you
Life hack, dude.
want in there anyway. And Depending on if you want it or not, you can actually add sour cream to a taco. To make like a burrito or a beef supreme taco like you would get at Taco Bell. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. I'll see what I probably will do it today to make it as fancy as possible for the video. And in addition to that, obviously a lot of people like lettuce, different other things. I did actually plan on having lettuce for this.
Yeah,
and I bought shredded lettuce, and then I went to look at it today, and it was bad. It was starting to brown. And I said, well, I'm not going to put that, and I'll have to leave that out, unfortunately. So.
All right, that went in the trash.
Now, one other thing.
Uh-oh.
I find that a wooden spoon is the best way to cook meat in a pan or skillet, and I'm going to show you why in a second.
Oh, no. This makes me want to get the funny version. I want to find, there's someone that made an edit of these videos that was so fucking awesome. Mighty D in the house here, and this is way shorter too. So let's do this. This one is so fucking funny. This is what I'm thinking of. There's a certain person that edits these like so fucking awesomely. I think it's that. Is that it, the one I'm thinking of, guys? You know, the one where he has like the Wii menu music? That one's awesome. Make sure. Yes, it is. It is. All right, let's do this. Fucking Mighty D's a legend.
Classic chopped tomatoes. But I think
I love this editing, dude. This is my exact sense of humor. This video, Mighty D Mighty D knows my exact sense of humor.
it's a pretty good meal, and you can basically feed a family. Yeah, right. And that would be goddamn salty tacos. Keep in mind, you can make tacos with basic turkey, lettuce, or you can make tacos with chicken. No matter what you do, it's pretty much the same recipe. Obviously, this is way too much for me for one meal. Yeah, right.
So good.
What do you need to make tacos? Well, 40% less sodium. Now, your shells, there's a lot of variety of shells. You're going to find soft tacos. You're going to find hard tacos. You're going to find, you can put all your ingredients in them, and as you see, they actually stand up.
God damn it. That edit's so good. Just for the sigh, he put this together. Just the sigh.
There's a lot of variety of shells. You're going to find soft tacos. You're going to find hard tacos.
Eat a lunch meat sandwich.
Big ups, Vikes in the house. Let me see your comment in a second. Hold on.
You're going to find,
good luck on your
you can put all your ingredients in them, and as you see, they actually stand up. They don't fall over and make a mess. So
they don't.
You could, if you like, you could cut your own chopped tomatoes. Personally, myself, I make it easy. I'm the kind of guy who just go to the store and pick it up. And in addition to that, obviously a lot of people like shredded lettuce in a pan or skillet. I said, well, I'm not going to put that, and I'll have to leave that out, unfortunately. So, whoops. You're going to take the meat.
That gets me every fucking time.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Big ups, Utterly Insane. You're a legend. Good luck in your pool.
That, and I'll have to leave that out, unfortunately. So, whoops. You're going to take the meat, and you're going to start to brown the meat, which is super simple. You can either butter the pan, or, you know, like I said, I like pan, because it could have diseases.
I like pan because it could have diseases. That's the best. Man, Mighty D needs to come back. He does legendary stuff, man. Everything is awesome. Oh, fuck. I gotta see the smash.
That, and I'll have to leave that out, unfortunately. So, whoops. You're going to take the meat, and you're going to start to brown the meat, which is super simple. You can either butter the pan, or, you know, like I said, I like pan, because it could have disease.
Look how close he's with that fucking Pam. He's on fire with that Pam.
You don't want to end up getting some nasty thing. So we're going to go ahead and get that in there. The goal is to get the beef.
The random smacks, man. I cannot handle the random smacks.
The goal is to get the beef into small pieces, okay? And the thing's died like 4 times already, so figure that one out. All right. I just got some beef on my hand. Whoops. I'm immediately going to wash my hands. Our goal is to take this wooden spoon.
I just got beef on my hands. Whoops.
Beef on my hand. Whoops. I'm immediately going to wash my hands. Our goal is to take this wooden spoon and cut up this meat into small pieces.
This is my favorite.
Okay?
This is my favorite.
Itty bitty pieces. Chop, 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 chop. Like, oh, smashing it like an asshole. You will damage the pan. As you can see, it's clumpy, and you get a little left-handed action. If you're right-handed like me and your hand is tired, you can switch it up. We need to basically make this meat brown. And And as it dries out, we need to get all the excess juice, which is pretty much the fat.
Dude, I gotta make a redeem for that the slaps. The slaps are my favorite thing on earth. The fucking slaps. Slap, slap, slap.
And as it dries out, we need to get all the excess juice, which is pretty much the fat liquidizing. The meat obviously is going to want to get out of
the fat liquidizing. If your right hand gets tired, you can just switch it up, dude. Those are some top tips. You don't see that on Food Network, you know? Like, I always wonder when I'm doing food, like, hey, my right hand's tired, but I'm fucked. You're totally fucked. So, Vikes in the house says ALT had his first taco at the Battle of Monterey during the Mexican-American War in 1846. Not wrong.
pan too.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you the link. Here, it's right here. Link to the videos right here, and they are a legend. Mighty D. Go watch the video and subscribe to them if you're not.
But that's okay. We're going to handle it. Very slowly brown. Whoop, I'm short. And we've got our taco mix, and what we're going to do...
Whoop, I'm short.
...is try to get this open without making a mess. It's being a pain in my ass. Wow, this won't even tear. Oh, and there it goes. I knew it. I knew it was stuck at the top. Of course, there's a nice amount of it on my floor now, which I'm not too happy about. Oh, whoops. This means it's time to move the meat again. And this, of course, is exactly what they do at Taco Bell when they make tacos. So you're going to want to move it around as much as you can. Maybe start moving and flipping it.
God, I love that.
To get the red at the bottom. Optionally, you can take a couple shots of tequila while you're doing this. All right, we're browning nicely here.
I love how he cuts the jokes that Phil tries to make, like, out. Like, just cuts them out so you don't even, like, get to the punchline, which is dumb anyway. But he just cuts it right out. That's the best.
While you're doing this.
That's funny.
All right, we're browning nicely here. Cheese ready for sprinkling, which doesn't want to open. And as I said, take a look. There's now juices in the pan, as I predicted would happen. The fat melting.
Like it's the stock market. I predicted there'll be some liquid here. Look, just as I predicted. It's all coming together. Just as I predicted, boys.
Some of the moistness leaving the meat.
Oh, moistness leaving the meat. Classic.
Good beef. As you can see, what's happening now is as I'm smashing it, it's actually becoming giant clumps in your taco. It's not acceptable. Chop, 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 chop. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this over to the sink and drain it as much as we can, which is gonna be tricky.
Great cut there too. That's the
drain it as much as we can, which is gonna be tricky.
It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky, dude.
Oh, a little bit of meat fell in there. 2/3 of a cup of water.
That's the best.
It's okay that it's now wet. It's supposed to be. It's going to become a meat mixture with the sauce.
Yeah, you put that grease right down the fucking sink, too. You ever wonder why his garbage disposal is broken? You know now. Everything goes in there. It doesn't fucking matter. Whatever it is, it goes in the garbage disposal. It's not a question.
It's going to be a little on the wet side, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. That's what I prefer as well.
With the sauce. It's going to be a little on the wet side, but that's okay. Distribute the sauce evenly. Woo. As you see, it is boiling, which is perfect. This is now going to allow this to soak into the meat, and it's going to become a tasty mixture. This is no longer just ground beef, okay? It's now our special Mexican dish. It's that simple. And we want to get it the consistency a little bit less wet than sloppy, making it basically a moist meat mixture. Sorry, I'm spraying on my sink. I do want a little bit more of this juice. It's not even boiling anymore. Taco, taco.
Why don't you turn up the heat?
Taco, taco, taco. We're going to scoot that over here to our tacos. And we're going to load up our tacos with the taco meat. Go ahead and grab some of that meat.
Oh my god, it's still like soup in there. Look how much moisture is left up there. What the fuck?
Should be the first thing that goes in any taco shell is the taco meat. We're going to really load these guys up. We got one taco that refuses to stand. But as you see, they actually stand up. They don't fall over and make a mess. So, aha! It's a little lopsided taco there. We're going to obviously add some other ingredients. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of salsa to each taco.
Oh, look at the water on the right one. Holy fuck. It's wet as shit. It's like you can just cook it until it's not wet anymore. It's not a big deal. I don't think he wanted to edit the video, to be honest.
Taco. Do like a little bit of spice, but I don't like hot. I think hot is, it's too much about the sodium. A little bit too much in that one, but oh well. Yeah, let's do some sour cream. What the hell? Here you go, some sour cream. Some people will overload it. Globs.
That's what you're doing right now. Oh, God.
As much as you'd like. Once you have each ingredient in there, stick a toothpick through it this way, and then maybe stick a toothpick through it the other way, make like an X of toothpicks. And being that I live alone, you know, it's not going to be like someone else is going to run in here and start eating them, so.
Mighty D is a legend, dude. Hilarious. All right, let's do what we got time for. One more. Come on. Let's keep it going. Mighty D again in the house. This is too much fun now. I can't stop. I'm addicted now.
What is up, everyone? It's DSP with another episode of the Panini Press. I've
Panini.
some nasty burns from a Panini Press. This is one of the most basic dishes you can make. It's really hard to screw up. And this particular recipe, I have made some custom-made concoction with 5 zillion calories. What? Why would you do that? I'm gonna make 2 of them today. One for me and one for me. We do not need these.
One for me and one for me.
I'm gonna make 2 of them today. One for me and one for me. We do not need the stove at all today.
Oh, wow.
The Panini Press is very basic, as you can see. Now, here's our various ingredients over here. I just got the regular burrito size is important because when I've noticed when I go to the supermarket, they usually have 2 or 3 different sizes, and the burrito size is the biggest one. The real reason that I bought this is because this was on sale. You got some fresh peppers. It's a mutated pepper. It's a green pepper that had a red pepper that had a small green pepper growing inside of it. So it's a mutant pepper. But anyway, these are, oh, they're great. They smell great. I can only taste pepper. Mexican cheese blend. Just make sure that the cheese is not
Latin style cheese.
Too thick. It's harder for it to melt. The real reason that I bought this is because this was on sale.
He keeps using that same thing. It was on sale. Let's buy it.
You could do a couple things. You can get fresh chicken breast and cook it and cut it yourself. I obviously don't have that kind of time being a gamer, and I have like
gamers with no time.
100 other games to play and 100 other videos to do. But similar like a hot dog, it's pre-cooked. It's not going to go bad because it's already pre-cooked. Some people made comments on my hot dog video. How could you refreeze meat? Well, you have to understand, a hot dog is cooked, fully cooked, and if something's fully cooked, it's not a big deal if you refreeze it and use it again. Especially for me, I'm living alone. There's no way I'm going to eat an entire meal of this much freaking chicken or eat this 3 times in 1 or 2 days before it goes bad. So this is okay to refreeze as long as it's fully cooked, and this is fully cooked.
You can unfreeze, freeze, unfreeze if it's fully cooked, dude.
What? Why would you do that? The real reason that I bought this is because this was on sale. I tried to simulate what the sauce was. Salsa. This is actually on sale, which is why I got the giant one, which makes it basically a sloppy mess. Basically means I got ripped off, but anyway. Too much cheese or too much sauce in, and the thing, when it goes on the panini grill, goes all over the place, and it makes a big mess.
That's the second time we've heard that blah. Or maybe that was a cut from this one, but I thought I heard that during the taco video too, that blah.
Water and plant cells, because I don't want to get an entire mouthful of, say, mutant pepper. I am using a very large knife. Don't chop your hand off. I don't want to have your parents contacting me telling me that they now have a one-armed child because they saw DSP making peppers and they went like this. Pretty straightforward. All you're doing is chopping. Obviously, I'm going to save these and hopefully use them for something else later this week.
Trash.
I'm not sure what at this point. It's actually kind of small.
How fast did they go in the trash?
I wonder if that's just a midget. What? Excuse me, I digress. I'm going to distribute the sauce, but hopefully be it so that it'll all, at least when I fold it over, go into the crease. And you have to think in your head. Don't put...
Yeah, that's a good point, Boat Knight. Cat cooks because DSP does, they get food poisoning. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So much sauce that when you fold this over and the press goes on it, that it's going to squeeze the sauce out of it. So you don't.
I hope you go through extra steps to make sure that doesn't happen. You just heard it, right? If you put too much shit in there, it's going to come out the edges. Okay, so keep that in mind here.
Lock our sauce.
Oh, God.
Of course, too much sauce comes out. So this one's going to be messy.
You had one job, dude. One job.
All over your tortilla like so. Most of these cheeses now have a zip closed bag, so you don't waste the cheese, obviously. Just a light coating of cheese.
Guys, my sister's not being abused.
Big ups January Rose in the house. Says all the food he didn't use went straight down the garbage disposal. Everything does. That's why he broke a garbage disposal and had to get it fucking industrial strength.
Now your chicken. They
Cinnamon
never
raisin
open.
in the house.
They never freaking open. Yeah, easy tear. Tear here, but they didn't put a perforation on the bag. So how is it easy tear if they forget to put the dots on the bag to rip it off easily? It's not.
Fucking Cannon Brothers. Rollback perforation.
You fuckers. I hate that. The real reason that I bought this is because this was on sale. You're just going to cut the damn thing. It's ready to go. It's ready to go inside.
Don't worry, they're going in the trash anyway.
There, and then we're going to put some more cheese on top of it because that's the key is that you need to get the cheese to melt. That was nothing complicated whatsoever. Anyone can do that.
But you made it complicated yourself, but you had one job. Don't put too much. What happens? Put too much. Oop, messed up, dude. Nothing I can do.
Ready to go on the grill. One more. That's good. Okay, good coverage. Okay, what a mess this is right now. So it's like my grill is actually ready, so let's get this going.
Is that toilet paper style, or is that like napkin style? Oh, it's napkins and everything. I'm not sure what this little paper situation behind the ranch, but it's napkin style. So we got paper towel and napkin style.
Ready to go on the grill. One more. That's good. Okay, good coverage. Okay, what a mess this is right now. So it's like my grill is actually ready, so let's get this going here. Naturally, what's going to happen is when you do put it on the grill, it's going to squeeze the sauce out of it. It's going to put these suckers on our grill. Woo! Be very careful. It's super hot. Trust me, I worked in fast food for 5 years. Trust me, I worked in fast food for 5 years.
Health store, health shop. Big up.
During high school and then early college. And
you want to hear more details about that?
Make this kind of
Go ahead.
Trust me, I've seen a lot of counters. Usually a spatula to angle it so that when it goes down, it presses it firmly. To be completely honest, this quesadilla is going to be better than one that you can get at like Taco Bell. We're going to go ahead.
It's going to be better, dude.
And create the two dipping
things that we're going to use to dip this in. So what you're hearing is a sizzle. A little bit of the sauce that was on there just dribbled out the side.
What? Why would you do that?
Another great thing to have something like this, it's a foam rubber gripper to open cans like this.
Foam rubber
some
gripper.
Salsa out on the plate. Then we're going to put some sour cream out.
Is this for dipping? Oh, that's the dip. Okay. Dip plate over there.
I'm a sucker for sour creams.
There you have it.
Oh, you know that. We fucking know that.
Membership.
Big ups, MT. Good luck on your pull.
It's mutant pepper.
Sounds like our quesadillas are almost ready. That sounds good.
Quesadilla.
Oh yeah, look at those grill lines. See what I mean? Wow, these might actually be perfect.
What am I doing? I'm freaking...
To be completely honest, this quesadilla is going to be better than one that you can get at like Taco Bell.
You take a simple knife and you cut it into 4. So 1, 2, 3.
Take a simple knife.
1, 2, 3, and each piece is 4 triangular pieces. And what you do is you take those pieces and you dip them into your sauces. So you can get some salsa on one, you can get some sour cream on one. I hate cleaning this damn thing. It's quick, it's easy.
It's not, you fuckers.
It does not require a lot of cooking skill whatsoever. Don't just do cheese and chicken. I've seen people just do cheese and chicken, and I'm like, that's so bland.
I obviously don't have that kind of time being a gamer, and I have like 100 other games to play and 100 other videos to do.
Nice callback.
I want coins, those tasty coins. Give me coins and money. I have a power block.
Oh,
I
God.
must use it, you see.
No gameplay, please. No
Give me power
gameplay.
block. Oh yes, give me power block. Oh yes.
No
give me power
gameplay.
block. Oh shit, I just lost my upgrade. Now I got it again. Here comes it. Oh no.
No gameplay. Okay, cool. Let's do one more. I'll do one more. Let's do let's do one more. And then we'll call it a day and you can enjoy the pre-stream with whoever someone's hopefully someone's re-streaming it for you. Last one.
Salt.
Salt.
That's all I can taste is salt.
What's going on, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to another episode of things that might be high in fat or high in cholesterol. So actually, I just woke up and I said, man, I'm hungry. I don't feel like going out and buying anything because the rest of my bread got moldy this week. And I was like, damn, well, what am I going to do? Rather than run out and buy stuff, I'm just going to whip up something high in fat or high in cholesterol. Although in this episode, we're actually going to go a little bit more healthy than some of my previous
more healthy
recipes. Yeah, right. A lot of people have been complaining, and I guess it's time to show that I don't.
This is healthy. Okay, health side Phil coming in hot. Let's go.
Eat, Miracle Whip. We're gonna whip up a nice tuna salad sandwich because unlike regular tuna salad sandwiches, it's not just gonna be a sandwich. We're gonna make it
a piece of crap. For tuna salad, the first thing you need is tuna.
Oh.
Usually the standard can of tuna comes in 2 cans. In this case, each can's 10 ounces. We're talking roughly 5 ounces. Now, you're probably going to want the tuna that's in 2 cans, but I wouldn't recommend it for tuna salad.
Oh man, that's some epic work right there, Mighty D. This whole section here is beautiful. Watch this. The wordplay here is great.
The standard can of tuna comes in 2 cans. In this case, each can's 10 ounces. We're talking roughly 5 ounces. Now, you're probably going to want the tuna that's in 2 cans, but I wouldn't recommend it for tuna salad. The other primary ingredient in tuna salad is usually mayonnaise.
That's
but in
awesome.
this case, I actually do prefer this mayonnaise. There are other ones like it, but usually what this does is it's a vegetable dressing that it has a tangy zip to it. It's a tangier than regular mayonnaise. But the key to this is that it has less than half the fat and cholesterol than ape shit. I do actually like Miracle Whip. I used to eat it all the time when I was a kid.
Today we will be reviewing Draft Miracle Whip.
Some other things that you'll need: pre-shredded lettuce here. I'm going to have a piece of cheese on there for a panini. Actually, these are pretty neat. These are sliced pickles that are lengthwise so that you can put them on a sandwich, which is pretty cool.
Pretty
put
cool,
a little bit
dude.
of garlic powder in this guy to give it a
Spare
little bit
no
of flavor.
expense.
I do actually like a little bit of chopped celery in my tuna salad, but unfortunately I haven't had a chance to go shopping. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to open your Miracle Whip and drain it thoroughly. So I recommend you get an automatic can opener because, for example, this one barely even works. Ooh, I can smell the tuna already. Stinky, stinky.
Stinky, stinky. Stinky, stinky. Oh God, come on.
So that's done. Take a knife, any knife, and you just take that and you get your tuna into a bowl. Obviously, you might need a much bigger bowl than this. Woo! So we'll go ahead and we'll open this can as well. Like I said, this thing sucks.
Stinky, stinky.
Stinky, stinky.
You know, back in the day, everything was made of stainless steel. Everything was strong and worked and was durable. Now everything's a piece of crap.
What? Sir, you're 34 years old at this point. What days are you talking about? You know?
Try to cut corners and everything's made in some third world countries. Don't freaking gouge yourself here. I learned from experience.
What are you talking about?
All right. I got quite a hefty helping of tuna in that bowl now. Now, depending on how much tuna you've used...
That was so stupid, but that's my favorite. The sliding of the bowl.
I got quite a hefty helping of tuna in that bowl now.
Uh-huh.
Now, depending on how much tuna you've used is how much Miracle Whip you should use. What they say is, for every 6 ounces of tuna, you should use a half a cup of mayonnaise and or Miracle Whip. In this case, I'm going to add more.
Oh, you goddamn right you got to put more.
I might end up using all of my Miracle Whip here, actually.
The jar is almost empty because I love Miracle Whip.
Oh, God.
And like I said, unlike mayonnaise, this is vegetable-based. It has a lot less...
Half a cup is a pretty intense amount, dude.
A lot less crap. It actually does taste quite different. It has a tangy zip to it.
Tangy zip? Burger.
125 likes on this stream.
I don't think the 100 likes went off this time, did it? I'll give it to you at the end.
See if I get that in there.
Ooh, stinky, stinky.
Stinky, stinky. Oh, yeah, you go, Johan. Big ups. A half a cup is 900 calories. Dude, 100 calories. 900 calories for half a cup.
Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to add some onion powder to it. That thing's going to be drooling. I mean, sprinkling there. Now, literally, all you do is you stand here for a while and you mix it.
What's drooling? I didn't get that. What's drooling? Oh, God, not the slow down. Oh, come on. We don't need this. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, oh, come on.
And obviously this bowl now is, I
That's
wish I had
illegal.
a slightly bigger bowl because now this bowl's ending up being a little bit too small for what I wanted because now it's starting to jump out of the edges on me. Ooh,
I wonder
smell
why that
onion
happened.
Powder. I really
It's not
do wish I had
alive, you
some
know.
celery.
You control the stirring, sir. I love the pool.
All
God.
Obviously, this is way too much for one sandwich.
Okay.
Honestly, I think I put a little bit too much Miracle Whip in there. I think I could have went with a little bit less. I think it looks a little bit too goopy right now. What are we gonna
you
do
got
to make
that
this
right.
not just a regular tuna salad sandwich? Well, here's what we're gonna do. Over here, I have two unique things that can make this different. I have a piece of ciabatta bread
ciabatta.
and a panini grill, okay? Now, let me tell you something. This panini grill is a piece of crap. It turns regular sandwiches into like Miracle Whip. Really. I mean, I've had so many days where I just made a regular sandwich. I was like, it's just a meat, you know, it's a ham sandwich.
He was gonna say meat sandwich. It's just a meat sandwich.
Days where I just made a regular sandwich. I was like, it's just a meat, you know, it's a ham sandwich, and you toss it on there, and it melts the cheese,
sandwich.
And it gets everything nice and warm. It's a pulls the flavor out of things. So I'm gonna turn this guy on.
Pulls the flavor out of things. The flavor puller.
High heat. Now this is ciabatta bread.
Ciabatta
bread is special. Just smash the camera with the ciabatta bread. Hold on, let me zoom out. Ciabatta bread is special because it is ciabatta bread is special because it is what am I doing? I'm freaking. Ciabatta bread is special because it is a different consistency than regular bread. It is a thicker bread. And what this is made to basically do is to it grills.
Please explain bread, please.
Very well. When it toasts, it turns into like a Miracle Whip. So let's actually start to clean up a little bit. The Miracle Whip's done.
Awesome.
I'm done with the can opener. Get that out of the way. Done with this. This will get washed. That is.
He's using actual plates because his sink still works at this place.
A soggy tuna salad, and I wish it wasn't that soggy, but there's not much I can do about it now. Obviously, you don't have to buy pre-cut lettuce. This is just they had it on sale at my store, and I was like,
pre-cut lettuce. That should be a card.
Way out. So we're gonna go ahead and just take some.
It's the easy way out. Turn down. I buy pre-cut lettuce. My tuna is soggy.
They had it on sale at my store, and I was like, wow, pre-cut lettuce, that's an easy way out. So we're going to go ahead and just take some of our tuna salad that we just made, put it on
I can keep going, I'll stop
bread. All right, now remember, the way that this is going to work is it's going to go on the grill, it's going to push it down. So what you want to try to do is get as much towards the center of the bread as possible, so that when the pressure gets applied on top, it'll squish it out, and it'll evenly distribute amongst the bread. We'll grab a little baby fork to use for this guy. Right there, bloop, like that.
Bloop.
And I love these pickles, so I'm putting 2 on. I'm sorry.
Holy
Bam,
shit,
right there.
calm down.
We're going to put a little bit of lettuce. I don't want to make too much of a mess. You know I'm going to anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and put that on top. Actually, I put too much tuna on the sandwich because I can already see it's running off. So I'm going to take some of this off the edges. It's heating up as we speak. And as soon as that blue light goes on the right hand now, it means that it's ready to go. Open the grill. Leave it open. Oh, you friggin' burn your finger right off. Oh, you see steam come off of it right away. We're going to put our tuna salad sandwich down.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I put the bread a little bit back,
Classic.
and I already angled the top like this.
Oh,
Some grills are lucky you can do that, and then that way when I push it down,
this looks like a pro.
voila.
This
There's always
looks like
tuna
a pro,
that,
dude.
hangs off the edges, and it gets
Hang on a second. Do you have a professional background in panini presses? Because it definitely looks like it, dude.
grilled on the grill. That's fine. So.
That's 4 years ago.
And it gets grilled on the grill. That's fine. So, our tuna melt is melting. You don't want to end up with bread that's like soggy, which
soggy. Oh, sorry, everybody. Close.
So my apologies. I'm passing in front of the camera a couple times here to put some things in the dishwasher.
Oh no! Look at that nice. Look at the back of the head. That's a unique sack there. You've heard of snort sacks. Have you heard of neck sacks? Those are much more rare, but it's still there on the left side there. The neck sacks. The neck style neck hot dog. I think that's the best way to say it. The neck hot dog. Ooh, Utterly Insane. Phil has delayed his stream 30 minutes. Utterly Insane. What could cause that? And where did he announce that? Why we have a little bit of time. Let's go on this field trip together and might as well see what's going on here, huh? Got to bring up my stupid research account because, of course, I'm blocked, as most of you are, I'm sure. Let's see what he's saying here. Is it on Twitter? No, it's not. So where'd you see it, Oddly Insane? It's not on Twit. Let me know. Is it on the community? Could it be community tab post? Oh my God. Could it be community tab post? You got to be kidding me. Let's check it together. Well, that's Mr. Sud stuff. Let's go to community tab post. dspgaming. YouTube community. Okay, we're opening it up. YouTube community. The last thing was 12 hours ago, brother. Or was it the chat? No, he's not even live, so it can't be that. This is breaking news, but I'm hearing fake news now. Oddly Insane. This is fake news. Oh, it's gone again. Was this? Oh, 2 Bronze Star Hogan support. Big ups. Gone now. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to crush some skulls. Gonna have to crush some skulls. Looks like fake news. Anyways, let's get back to... Just kidding. Oddly Insane's never banned. Let's get back to the neck hot dog. Okay? Let's get back to the neck hot dog. Hey, Oddly Insane has amnesty until we figure this out positively. Until then, neck hot dog. Let's go.
I apologize, I don't have a fast motion camera, you know? I'm not gonna edit this video.
I apologize, I don't have a fast motion camera? How would that help you in this situation?
I apologize, I don't have a fast motion camera, you know? I'm not gonna edit this video.
How would a fast motion camera help that? I don't think he understands what a fast motion camera does. Okay, so is it actually 30 minutes later than planned? Well, that is true. Okay, so you've redeemed. I think Oddly Insane has redeemed himself. It's 2:15 start time now. Usually start time is 1:45, isn't it? But there we go. DSP plays RoboCop. We have the fan art already ready, rocked and rolling. Anyways, let's get through this video. We're almost done.
To skip to when it's done. So if you're bored right now, go take a piss, go take a shit, go jerk off, go do whatever you need to do, go walk your dog.
Very funny.
Go slap your baby on the back. Take a look.
Slap your baby on the back. Okay.
Go walk your dog. Go slap your baby on the back.
Slap your baby on the back.
Oh yeah, now it's moved unfortunately, but you see our bread is toasting, so this is about ready. Fortunately, most of the tuna has seeped off the bread because I put too much Miracle Whip in it because the recipe was wrong.
Now remember, the way that this is going to work is it's going to go on the grill, it's going to push it down. So what you want to try to do is get as much towards the center of the bread as possible. So that
he knew that. He talked about it. He warned you about this before. Now he's blaming someone for else. What did he blame it on?
Miracle Whip in it because the recipe was wrong.
Now he's blaming the recipe when he said it before.
Right on top, it'll squish it out and it'll evenly distribute amongst the bread.
So now at least I know, for the future, do not put that much. If you're going to do, say, up to 10 ounces of tuna, put a little bit less than half a cup. That was too much.
Do a little bit less than half a cup.
Miracle Whip for what was there.
Too much Miracle Whip.
Take another can of tuna and add it to that leftovers.
3 cans. We're up to 3 cans of tuna. Damn.
Even it out. It was way too much.
Way too much, dude. Oh God. Oh.
It made a mess on our panini grill.
Some say that tuna is still there to this day.
Now that is one messy sandwich. And the reason it's so messy is because there's way too much Miracle Whip in it. So that's a shame. If it had just a little bit less Miracle Whip, it wouldn't have been this goopy.
Yeah, just a little
bit.
That was the key.
All the ingredients wouldn't have slid like that. They all kind of slid right off the sandwich, but...
Oh.
Try to get
He
them back
loves
on there
opening
a
up
little bit.
sandwiches. I never do that shit, man. That's nasty to me.
Melt it to the pickle, so that's going to be hard. That's going to be a messy sandwich to eat. But you understand the basic recipe of tuna salad is very easy.
I don't understand anything anymore.
And
I understand nothing,
I'm
sir.
disappointed with the presentation. I guarantee you this is going to taste good. The presentation, it looks like shit. It looks like someone just freaking took a crap on a piece of bread. But anyway.
I wouldn't describe it like that either.
Sometimes you win some and you lose some. It's going to be tasty. It's just going to be really messy. So nothing I can do about it now. The recipe was a little bit off, but at least we live and learn. All right, that's it for this episode.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, everybody. thanks for joining me today on this legendary stream where we learned about John's firing. Wasn't a big story, so we had some fun with some cooking in the meantime, because the story itself was not that long. But John Rambo was fired because he appeared on Philip Burnell's channel at a different place. So remember, John himself worked at GameStop, and Philip was seen at the trade and play games or whatever the fuck it's called, and then he got in trouble because the guy, the manager or whoever the fuck it was, said, "Hey, that's not a good representation of our company." Rambo quit, but then he still got the unemployment apparently, according to Rambo, of course. But there we go. Big ups to everybody for watching. I'll see you live next on Thursday, my friends. Thursday, Phil's day off. We are going to get into, finally, the Sikorsky saga. The employment series can come to an end, and we will finish it. This will be the last installment of the employment series, and it will be the Sikorsky episode. I hope you're ready. Strap yourselves in. We're going to start early, 10 a.m. Eastern probably, because it's going to take us so fucking long to get through that, and I hope you're all pumped for that. So, outro song, and then I'll send you somewhere else to somebody's stream. But you're all fucking legends, all right? Don't forget it. Thanks for the contributions, and we'll see you on Thursday.